Okay, we are live. Just going to give the stream a second to breathe here, make sure everything is stable across the YouTube platform. Welcome in, everyone, to the Sparkin Sports NFL live stream of the 3-7 Pittsburgh Steelers versus the 4-6-1 Indianapolis Colts, coming at you on Monday Night Football from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. I am your host, Gage Madrid. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Just a couple of housekeeping matters before we officially get started. We are just about 18 or 19 subscribers away from 600 here on this channel, so I would really appreciate it if you could help us out and hit that sub button down below. It would really help us. Also, another free and easy way to help us, if you are already subscribed, is to smash that like button. It helps YouTube push this video out and push this stream out to fellow members of the NFL community and helps us grow the community, so I would really appreciate it, guys. So, we got ourselves a pretty fun one here tonight. Pittsburgh Steelers currently sitting at 3-7, staring down potentially their first losing season in the Mike Tomlin era. Of course, it is also their first year in the post-Ben Roethlisberger era, and it is the first year of the Kenny Pickett era, so a lot of new eras in Pittsburgh. Defense still stout as ever with the recent return of TJ Watt from injury, but overall their run game certainly has not been spectacular with Najee Harris, and Kenny Pickett has certainly had his struggles as a rookie. He's thrown three touchdown passes and has had 8 interceptions on the year. Meanwhile, Indianapolis Colts have obviously gone through their own trials and tribulations, currently on their interim head coach in Jeff Saturday, a hire that surprised many in the NFL, and many called nepotism in that hire. I would definitely agree with that. Colts had benched Matt Ryan in favor of Sam Ehlinger after Ryan had led the league in turnovers before getting benched, and when Saturday took over, he ended up bringing back Matt Ryan. However, the Colts have certainly had their other fair share of struggles this year. Jonathan Taylor, their sensational running back, although he has picked up 693 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns, has dealt with his fair share of injuries this season, and it's been a really rough go. Michael Pittman Jr., their number 1 de facto receiver, 67 catches, 678 yards, and a touchdown. They'd like to get some more red zone production out of him, but they also have some really solid red zone weapons and guys such as tight ends Jelani Woods and Mo Alley Cox. Also, guys, we got a poll up in the pinned comment above. Let me know who you think is going to win this game. It looks like we do have 1 vote so far, and it is for the Colts. Definitely interesting. I think that this would be a very big statement game for the Colts. Of course, they, on their first game of the Jeff Saturday era, went into Las Vegas and beat the Raiders. Following that, they did lose to the Philadelphia Eagles last week, but I felt it was a very competitive loss for them. They held in for most of the game and actually led at one point. So this Indianapolis Colts team under Jeff Saturday has a scrappiness and they have a fight to them. So I really believe that they're going to give this Pittsburgh Steelers team a run for their money. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and fire the game audio here in just a second. Let me know if my mic is all good. Let me know if the game audio is good once I go ahead and fire it. Looks like they're going to play a little promo here before we officially get going. Again, guys, you could smash that like button. That would really be awesome. It really helps us out.
Fortunes and faces change. The fans stay the same. That's what faithful means. Working and rooting.
Hope everyone's having a good day so far, and
pride.
Hope everyone's excited to close it out with some Monday Night Football here.
This organization matters to me.
This is uptown. This is outfield. This is our house.
Franchises that reflect those long-standing values unite communities and connect generations.
Touchdown! Jonathan Taylor! Touchdown, Kenny Pickett! This crowd's in a frenzy!
In Pittsburgh, the Steel City.
TJ Watt, you are a monster!
And Indianapolis, the crossroads of America.
I-N-D-Y! Colts win!
Stats real
on
quick
Monday
here.
Night Football.
Injuries.
Steven Sims waiting deep as
Colts
the
will
Colts
kick it off with Chase McLaughlin. They win the toss and defer. Pittsburgh will begin. And here we go. From Indianapolis. A little bouncing kick, and that'll roll just into the end zone. That was nearly out of bounds. And the Colts and the Steelers will begin at their own 25-yard line. Kenny Pickett takes the field. 9 total turnovers. First 5 games as the Steelers starter. 1-4 record.
Steelers went 1-4.
Certainly has had its growing pains. Of course, the rookie out of the University of Pittsburgh. However, the last couple of games, no turnovers and a 1-1 record.
Point margin +3. Put up some points in a loss at
First
home
and
to
10 from the
Cincinnati
25-yard line. Handoff goes to Najee Harris. Cuts back inside, and a nice run for Najee there, a gain of 7.
Down by Stephon Gilmore. As we take a look at our
Stephon Gilmore, former Defensive Player of the Year for the Colts, makes the tackle there. Got to mute that real quick. Blah, 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 blah. Don't want to give me a copyright claim.
Age of 32.
Second down and 3 from the 32.
Second down and 3.
Twins left. Pickett fakes it, throws, and that is complete. That is Deontay Johnson, and he'll spin forward to the 44-yard line.
For 11 yards and a quick first
Gain
down
of about
for
12 there
they come
for
right out, they get
Deontay.
the ball in the first throw then to Deontay Johnson. A lot of talk this week and some of the frustration that he expressed not getting more opportunities in that game last week. Look to see him get moved around a little bit more than what he typically does. See if they can't free him up. But like a lot of
First down and
quarterbacks
10.
like to do, go get the ball to your number one
Press
wide
coverage
receiver
with
after he's
Gilmore
been a
and
little
Deontay at the
vocal
top of
during
the
week.
screen. I formation. They toss it out right to
Here's a toss
Najee
to
Harris.
Najee.
And he fights to the line of scrimmage where he is wrapped up by DeForest Buckner. Zaire Franklin also in there for the Indianapolis Colts.
Really? That's all I had to do?
Oh, he did it. He did it. It worked, too.
Second and 10.
You know, we saw that opening run
Second
there
down
by
and 10.
Pittsburgh and a nice start with a 7-yard gain. And those are hard to come by, really, against both of these defenses. When you look at what the
Both teams,
offenses
of course,
are
have
dealing
very
with
stout
and
defensive
wanting
fronts
to
in this
run the
one.
ball, both defenses
Steelers
do
come
a
out in
good
11
job in
personnel.
that area.
Twins left.
And the Colts were able to snuff out that first down run.
Pickett surveys,
Pickett
fires, and that is a
Deontay
quick
Johnson
strike
a
complete to
juggle, and
Deontay.
a first down.
Out of bounds into Indianapolis territory to
Forced
about
out
the
by Gilmore, but a
45-yard
gain of
line.
11,
Gilmore
and a
forces
nice
him out,
start
gain
for
of
Kenny
11
Pickett, who
there.
shows the
That'll
fastball
move
to
the
the
chains
sideline.
again
Ball
for the
coming out
Pittsburgh
pretty quick.
Steelers.
Deontay Johnson, I really like the way that he's able to run routes and he's able to pick up the first down. He, has the fewest yards per catch this year of his career, and just not a lot of opportunity for him catching the ball up the seams and with chances.
First and 10
to
from
run
the Indy
after
45.
catch, but he's a
Twins
good
left,
player,
Pickens in the slot
and
to the
I
left.
really like what he's able to do with his route running and create
Kenny Pickett makes a
separation.
check at the line.
Hurry, son.
To the right
Najee
side,
Harris over the
Najee
right side.
gets out of
Broke the
trouble.
tackle and
Good
turned a
job
nothing
breaking the
play
tackle there, turning
into
a
a nice
nothing
gain
play into a
on
gain
first
of
down as he
7
gets
again. That was some nice running by Najee, who certainly had his struggles this
He's
year.
just tackling
He's
this
dealt with some
defense for the
injuries,
Colts. I mean, they do
including
good job
a
of tackling.
Liz
That looked
Frank
like
injury, but
Okereke, who
that was some good
the
burst
one
right
who-
there for
who
number
missed the
22.
tackle. If he makes that one, then it's a tackle for no gain. But some good, tough running by Najee Harris. He's done a good job here over the last 2 weeks of running the football.
Gus Bradley, the
unit
Colts
in
defensive
general
coordinator.
has helped, and that the best way you can help.
Second
out
down and
this young
3 from the
quarterback.
38-yard line.
Second down and 3.
Fake it to Steven Sims. Pickett has
Good
time, swings
protection.
out to
Pass is
Sims.
caught
And
forced out of
Steven
bounds near a first down
Sims
is
near
Steven
the line to gain. They're
Sims.
going to give it to him. Gain of 3 yards,
And
exactly to the line to gain.
It looks like that's enough, and it is for a first down. Just the 4th catch of the season for Steven Sims.
Looks like he got the line to gain, sticks the ball out, does a good job.
First and
Drive there to
10.
open up this game for Pittsburgh. Had
Twins
a nice
left.
first half last week in that loss, but
Pat
second half
Freiermuth
things
goes
dried
in
up pretty
motion.
good.
A wing to the right.
3 first downs on this
To
possession.
the right side.
Handoff is to Anthony McFarland.
Anthony
and a penalty
McFarland,
flag
and
flies.
not much there, and a flag
McFarland
flies.
just
That is
stepped from
possibly
the
a
practice
hold.
squad. Here's the
Bill
call from
Vinovich is
Bill
our
Vinovich.
referee tonight.
Holding.
It is indeed a
Offense
hold.
for 65. 10-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
It's on the left
That's against the
tackle,
left
Dan
tackle,
Moore
Dan Moore
Jr.
Jr.
And that's definitely a hold there.
It's a hold of Yannick Ngakwe, and pretty easy call. Got him up around the
Yep,
neck.
got him right in the neck area. Very, very obvious hold there. First down and 20 now. 11 personnel here for the Steelers.
Brings up first down and 20.
Olszewski motion to the slot to the left. Pickett fakes the handoff, has time, rolls out to his right. He's in trouble
Pickett's
now.
gonna go.
He's going to take off,
Gets
and
a
Kenny
block out on the
uses
edge
that
from
athleticism
Benny
to
Snell.
weave his way
And
forward for a gain of 8
on
yards.
first and 20. He can do that.
That'll bring him a second and
He can
12.
run. He's rushed for
Clock ticking inside
163
10 minutes,
yards coming
45
in.
seconds
Got
to
3
play in the
rushing
first quarter.
touchdowns, and he gets 8 here.
Yeah, he had a chance at Pickens. Pickens was going back to the corner. He saw that his quarterback was in trouble. A little disappointed that he didn't get the shot. That's sometimes
Second down and
tough.
12.
You really admire those quarterbacks that are able to escape the
Good
pocket.
drive
We
so
see
far
it,
for the
of
Steelers.
course, from
7
the
plays,
veteran
38
guys.
yards,
But Pickett
4.5
instead
minutes.
just does what he can.
3
not able to
receivers
get the ball
set to
down
the left
field.
side.
Second down
Pickett
and 12. Pickett
retreats, fires,
passes
complete.
caught, and he put it
Fryer
in a perfect
moves.
spot as Pat
Good
Fryer
throw for
makes the
10
grab
yards
10.
there, and that's going to bring him a third down and
Bring up
2.
third down and short.
Good
Really
job
nice
by Kenny Pickett
by
hanging in
Pickett,
there and
hanging in
delivering
there
to
and
Pat
delivering a strike.
Fryermuth.
And Fryermuth, yeah, it's kind of his security blanket. When you watch him,
Absolutely.
whoop, it was the
Got
outside
him
guy, but
matched up there on
Fryermuth is the
Kenny
tight
Moore.
end. It's not uncommon for a quarterback to have that kind of comfort with a tight end.
Third down and 2,
because
and
it's
this
right in front of
Colts
him for
crowd's
the
getting
most
loud.
part. He's a big target, does a good job of running routes.
George Pickens goes in motion to
and
the
he
right
gets a lot
side.
of opportunity at the expense at times for these wide receivers.
Kenny's got time,
Third down and
surveys
2,
out to his
pass
right,
is
high throw
high and
incomplete.
incomplete for
Trying to hit
Sims.
Steven Sims, Kenny Moore in the
delivered
coverage
hit,
there.
Perfectly timed.
Perfectly timed
And that
coverage
brings up
there by
fourth
number
down.
23.
Well, it was a good design. They
It
were
was a good
expecting
drive
man
there for the
coverage with it being
Steelers so
third and
far,
short.
but
They run the rub route, and it's just a ball that
can't move
that
the
gets
chains
away
there,
from
and that'll
Kenny
bring out the
Pickett
field goal unit.
Because Sims had a step, and he picks up the first down if he's just able
So I
to
got
lower
3
it and
votes
get
in
it
our
on him.
poll so far. 2 guys are on the Indianapolis Colts. 1 of you guys are
Instead,
on the
stop
Pittsburgh
on the first
Steelers.
third down of the game by the Indy defense forces a 45-yard
Here's Matthew
try
Wright.
by Matthew Wright.
Filling in for the injured Chris Boswell, 45-yarder. Kick
Wright.
is up, and it's good.
Got it.
Good opening drive
And
there
the
for the
first
Pittsburgh
points of the game belong
Steelers.
to the Steelers
Take over
on the
5.5
road. Pretty
minutes
good
off the
start
clock.
for the rookie.
More importantly, get
Pittsburgh
3
on
points.
top
Matt
of
Ryan and the Indianapolis Colts set to take over after this. Kenny Pickett on that drive, 4 for 5 through the air for 35 yards, 3 carries for 15 yards for Najee, 2 receptions for 22 yards for Deontay Johnson, 58 total yards, 5 minutes, 33 seconds off the clock, 3 total first downs, and 3 points. Good opening drive. Again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. If you could smash that like button, that would be absolutely awesome. It's a free and easy way that you can help show your support, and it helps push us out and gets us seen by more and more people. Also, guys, if you could visit the pinned comment and vote in our poll, let us know who you think's going to win this game. Let me know. Looks like, again, we got 3 votes, 2 of them for the Indianapolis Colts. Also, guys, we are just about 18 subscribers away from 600 here on this channel. We are trying to get there tonight, so if you could help us out, that would be awesome. See how many got in the chat right now. We got 10 people in the chat. Right on. Matt Ryan and this Colts offense getting ready to take over here. Obviously, their bell cow running back, Jonathan Taylor, is where their offense flows through, but They've got some nice weapons on the outside in Michael Pittman Jr. and a pair of tight ends that I really like in Mo Alley Cox and Jelani Woods. Woods in particular is someone I've always had a bit of a draft crush on back from his days in Virginia. Back in the Circle City. Peyton Manning. We'll run the fucking ball.
It's week 6 of the 2005 season on Monday Night Football Saturday.
Most game plays by head coach as a player. Jeff Saturday with 211 games. Art Shell 207. Vrabel 206.
By the way, run the ball more. 38 carries, 176 rush yards, and 4 touchdowns.
Saturday certainly trimmed down quite a bit since his playing days. Both Saturday and Peyton Manning, of course, members of the Colts Ring of Honor.
As you can with the Saturday hire, but for all the coaching and experience, he does check.
Here's Matthew Wright to kick it away for the Steelers.
Have to fill when they make a hire, and that is, can he lead?
Isaiah Rodgers back deep for Indy.
According to the players and the other coaches, including 2 guys that were passed over for the top spot,
Rodgers from his 1-yard line.
So
inside the 20. Good return by Isaiah Rodgers to the 34-yard line. And that is where Matt Ryan's Indianapolis offense will begin.
And here comes Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan, 69% completion percentage, 2,400 passing yards, 10 touchdowns, 9 picks.
He was leading the league in turnovers.
Obviously back in the starting lineup for the Colts after being benched for Sam Ehlinger.
Why is they've run the ball better the last 2 games.
Yeah, that's what they've got to
Colts
do.
begin with
twins
twins left.
For that unit coming into this season, they just have
single tight end to the left side. Ryan in the gun.
And in order to protect him,
take the handoff to Taylor. Ryan pulls it down. That is broken up and nearly intercepted. Levi Wallace with that PBU. Alec Pierce, the intended receiver there for the Colts.
With the rookie Alex Pierce, the target.
Alec Pierce, not Alex Pierce,
Levi
Joe.
Wallace, he has safety help, so he sees it. He jumps it immediately. I mean, he's just right there. He's just nowhere to try to fit that ball in.
That was a dangerous throw there for Matt Ryan.
Probably
should have handed it off. It wasn't RPO.
It was a real problem. It was too much.
2nd down and 10. They got Taylor in the backfield.
He's done a much better job the last
Twins
2 games
left.
of protecting the football. Not that any of it's been easy.
Matty Ice in trouble, steps up, dumps off, and that one is intercepted. It is James Pierre. So back-to-back dangerous passes for Matt Ryan. One of them he gets away with. The second one he does not. What a play by James Pierre. And the Steelers will start their second offense possession. Great field position.
What Pittman's doing, working.
Oh, yeah. It looked like 2 receivers were almost running the same route there.
I mean, they're in man
I don't know what was
coverage,
going on there. That looked like a
and he
mess.
starts working back. You've
I
got
don't
a
know
receiver out there
I don't know what was
outside,
going
and
on there, but regardless, James Pierre was able to undercut it. A
mess
really easy interception there. Yeah.
Indianapolis, and you can see the
Freaking Troy
frustration
Aikman agrees with me. That was a
Matt Ryan
mess.
is expressing for the
That was
same reason.
terrible.
For the Colts, their 3rd opening drive.
First down and 10. Pickett in the pistol here. Najee's in the backfield.
Play action
Roll
from
out.
Pickett.
Kenny
And
dumps
he
it
throws
off, and that is
underneath. Pass
complete.
is caught and out of
For a
bounds is
gain of
Cody
about
White,
2.
who's just
Cody
up from the
White.
practice squad. A gain
Rookie
of
up from
just
practice squad.
Here you got Pittman he's in the slot. He's in the middle, and all of a sudden he stops and he works
What the
back
hell
out.
was
Pierre,
that?
who's covering the outside receiver. He
It,
comes off
I
of
don't
his
know
man,
if
and
it
it's
looked
the
like
reason
Michael Pittman
that
had to have run the
it
wrong
gets
route
picked
there.
off,
That
and
was either that or Matt Ryan made one of the shittiest
there's
throws
a
I've ever
reason why
seen.
Indianapolis has had some of the issues
2
that
running
they've
back
had
set here
offensively
for the Steelers. Derek
being
Watt
able to
and
consistently
Najee
put
Harris.
plays together.
Donoshevsky
was
goes
not
in
good
motion. They
at all.
hand her off
Here's
here to
Harris on
Najee.
2nd down and
Cuts it
8,
left.
trying the left side and
Gets
getting
maybe
3.
3, and that'll bring up 3rd and 5.
Colts made a stop on the first.
Yeah, man,
3rd
that was a
down.
really baffling
3rd and 2.
turnover
This
there.
time it's 3rd down and
Couldn't be a
5.
more disastrous start for the Indianapolis Colts. Crowd making noise here, and this 3rd down and 5. Two tight ends set for the Steelers, Freiermuth and Hayward. Pickett steps up,
Pickett
out to his
on
left.
the move.
Pickett
He's got a
cuts back
first
inside,
down,
first
and
down
he's
and
down
more
to the 25.
to the 25-yard line. Good
through
running
the
there by
reads,
Kenny Pickett.
Took off, got
Couldn't
9.
find anything he liked downfield, so he
Gus
took off to his
Bradley's
left
defenses, they like
and
to play
able to
zone
weave his way
coverage. And you
forward
see
to move the
these
chains
safeties
for
back
the
here, and they
Steelers.
generally, even though they're showing
Colts
linebackers
playing
up,
that
they
cover
usually
2.
rush a 4-man rush.
It was
so
well
now
covered
you've got
downfield,
7
and Kenny
guys in
Pickett,
coverage,
great
and
job.
We've seen now a couple of times here in the early going where Pickett has had some problems finding a guy. That time he's able to find a running lane, picks it up.
First and 10 from
Pickett,
inside the
5 for
25.
6 for 37 yards, 2 carries,
Fake it,
17.
Pickett up,
He's in trouble
in
here.
trouble, and he's down. Back at the
29-yard
29. Yannick
And a loss
Ngakoue
of
was there.
5 as Ngakoue is up to 7.5.
Clock ticking inside 7 minutes to play in the first quarter. Second
He
and
does a really
15
nice
now
job.
following
Here's
the
on left
ugly
of the
sack.
screen, and Dan Moore, the left
Absolutely
tackle, he
bull
pushes him
rushes
back.
the left tackle Dan
And
Moore.
as soon
That
as he
was
feels that Pickett's
ugly
stepping
rep,
up in the
ugly rep
pocket,
there
he's
for
able to
Moore.
come off it and then make the
Second
sack.
down and
He is
15.
really, as you said, Joe, he's had a fine season getting after the quarterback.
Pickett hands
Second
it
and
off.
15.
Najee,
Hand to
good
Najee
tackle
Harris,
there
and
by
he's brought down by
Stephon
Stephon
Gilmore. Limits him to a
Good
gain
tackle
of just
by the
3.
11-year pro from
That'll
South
bring him a
Carolina.
third down
You're
and
not
long
kidding.
here
I
for
mean, when you're talking
Pittsburgh.
about a guy that can cover like
Colts
Gilmore, to be
defense
able to
looking to
come off
hold
his guy
strong
and
here,
step up
following
right
the
here in the
short
hole.
field given to
Take
them
on
off the
Najee
turnover.
Harris. That's about as good as it gets.
Third down and
Brings up
12.
Third down and 12.
Shotgun. We got Anthony McFarland in. Kenny Pickett in trouble, and Ngakoue gets home unblocked all the way back at the
Absolutely untouched,
40-yard
coming off the
line.
edge.
I don't know if
Brings
Kenny
up fourth
Pickett
down.
didn't direct the blitz well enough there or what was going on. He didn't direct the
Yeah,
protection.
you'd think the guy who leads the team in
'Cause it
sacks,
looked
that
like
they
the
put somebody on
Steelers
him, and he's got his hand in the
completely
ground,
failed to
but
pick up the blitz. That
just
looked like that
totally
was on the running
miscommunicated
back,
across the
McFarland.
offensive line. The center's working
Totally
one way,
failed
right
to pick
guard's
up
working
Ngakoue,
opposite, and it just
and no
completely
chance for Kenny to even set his feet.
miscommunicated it
Presley
out to the
Harvin
left side
to
of that
kick it away for
offensive
the
line and frees
Steelers.
up Ngakoue
Rogers is back deep for
the
Indy.
easiest sack he'll ever have.
And because it was a loss of 12, the Steelers are out of field goal range, and they have to punt
That
it
was an
with Harvin.
ugly
that
sack
defensive
there. I don't
stand.
know if Kenny Pickett
effort.
didn't direct the
man.
protection
But Cody
correctly
White
or
could not
if
keep it out of the end
Anthony
zone.
McFarland just flat
So
out
in
missed his
essence, the
assignment.
Colts
Either way,
survive the
that was
interception
terrible.
by Ryan. Back to try it again. Down 3.
K-Fu, how's it going? Hope all's well. So, couldn't be an uglier start for Matt Ryan in this game. 0 for 2 with that really bad interception. Although, again, I really feel like that was Michael Pittman running his wrong route. Kenny Pickett's had a pretty decent start, though. 5 for 6 for 37 yards, although he's taken that really ugly sack that knocked the Steelers out of field goal range. Najee's been pretty efficient. 5 carries, 21 yards. Win probability is currently at 58.2% in favor of the Indianapolis Colts. 58 total yards of offense for the Pittsburgh Steelers. 4 first downs, 9 minutes and 44 seconds of time of possession so far in this game. But they turn it over there on downs, and the Colts get another chance to fight. Hope everyone's doing well on this Monday evening. Just a reminder, guys, we will be streaming the Bills and Patriots here on Sparkin Sports NFL on Thursday Night Football. That one's going to be a really fun one, a battle in the AFC East. Again, guys, if you could just smash that like button, that would be really awesome. It's a free and easy way that you can help us out and show your support for the channel. You know, K-Fu, it's unfortunate because because of the contract, you just can't do it. It would be financially devastating for the Broncos if they were to do that. They've got to, one person is going to fall on the axe, and that's going to be Nathaniel Hackett. They're going to try to give this another year to make things work. Financially, we're tied to Russell Wilson until 2025. That's the earliest that we can get out of that contract. Before that, the cap hit would be so bad we wouldn't be able to do anything. We'd essentially be in full-blown tank mode for the next 3 seasons.
Well, Michael,
and I don't mind that so much, but you know that the front office isn't going to do that. Mo Alley Cox goes in motion, 1st and 10 for the Colts from the 20-yard line, handed off to Jonathan Taylor, and he gets 6 yards.
And he gets 6. They're really still suffering from one of the major body blows any team can absorb, and that's
your franchise quarterback retiring at the age of 29 in Andrew Luck.
2019.
Thanks, Ryan Grigson.
So Andrew Luck is gone. They've gone through Brissett and Hoyer and Rivers.
Got
and
7
Wentz
votes on our
and
poll.
Ryan and Ellinger.
57% of you guys are on the Colts in this one. 2nd down and 4.
On 2nd and 4.
Taylor cuts it left,
and Taylor gets
and he only gets 1. 3rd and 3.
Millette makes the stop. So 3rd down and 3 coming up.
Yeah, there's no doubt that when Andrew Luck retired, it happened so close to the start of the season. How could any organization?
Well, even if it hadn't have happened to the start of the season, the Colts would not have been able to replace him in the draft. They didn't have the draft capital.
They have felt that they're a playoff team. It's obvious in the quarterbacks that they've
3 wide receiver set here for the Colts.
Rivers had a really nice season. They had a good year as a team, going 11-5, but been pretty tough sledding for the most part.
3rd down and 3, pressure. Ryan in trouble, and he is sacked. Back at the 18-yard line.
Terrell gets his first of the
Terrell
season.
Edmonds, first sack of the season for him.
And the offensive line
All-pro safety there.
For the Indianapolis Colts, and that's been a theme throughout the year.
The only chance he has is a receiver out here that if he's able to, if Matt Ryan sees it right away, but he doesn't.
He's got to get that ball out, but he doesn't have time.
But instead, he's working the opposite side of the field, and there's just nobody open.
No chance
so
there.
The
Matt Hawk set to kick it away.
Given up some pressure.
Steven Sims is backbeat for Pittsburgh.
More of the secondary doing a really good job for the Steelers, and Ryan just having nowhere to go with the football.
Hawk hits the line drive punt.
Good boot here, backs him up to the 21. Steven Sims inside the 35 to the 38.
Yard line, and after a 59-yard punt, an 18-yard
good punt, but a good return there. Wipes up
Steelers
a good chunk of it.
Back, leading by 3,
and Pittsburgh getting ready to take over for their third offensive possession. Colts could not do anything with their second time with the ball. You know what I'm actually going to do? That music was produced by one of our viewers, Brett. Thank you so much, Brett, for making that playlist for me. Figured that's going to be a little bit better than dead silence during the commercial breaks. You know what? I realize that's going to be a problem. I'm not going to be able to unpause that and pause that from the game. I'll have to work that into OBS for the next stream. Currently, a 52.3% win probability in favor of the Indianapolis Colts in this one. Pittsburgh Steelers still dominating the time of possession, though. 9 minutes and 44 seconds. They're getting ready to go here for their third offensive possession. Next week, Monday Night Football.
Steps, big strides.
Saints
I
and
thought
Buccaneers
obviously impressed with the way
from
they were
Tampa.
playing. I thought Kenny did a
Both
good job at
teams
times
not
of
having the
taking
season
shot
that they
when he needed to,
anticipated,
also
but
throwing it
still a
away,
fun
using his
battle
legs when he
in
had to, but
DeBruin
not doing it too
nonetheless.
much. I think he's going to be good. I think he's got a real potential to be
Ben
a good football
Roethlisberger
player.
there talking about Kenny
Future
Pickett.
Hall of Famer Ben Roethlisberger on his podcast Football and talking about number 8, who into last college football season looked like a mid-round choice. He elected to take that extra year of eligibility offered by the NCAA because of COVID and just took off. He's a 24-year-old rookie, and remember, Pitt shares a facility with the Pittsburgh Steelers, so they've been watching him for 5 years. They know what kind of character he has. They know how he treats people around the facility.
Steelers up by 3
They
here,
have as
third
much
offensive
information
possession
on
for
this
them.
first-round quarterback as any organization could.
Yeah, and the other part
3
of it
minutes
is,
left
as
to
you
play in
mentioned,
the
is a
first
50-year
quarter.
guy
From the
started for 4
39-yard
years,
line,
and you
Pickett
don't
is
see
under
that a
center.
lot.
Gunnar
And it
Olszewski
usually
goes
tends
in
to
motion.
benefit these quarterbacks early in their careers.
Hand it off.
Here's Harris.
Harris
Up the middle, and he gets
for a
You know,
couple.
those guys that are able to get more starts under their belt. So many of these
Yeah, we'll
guys
have to
come
see
into
what
the
happens
league
with
after just
OBJ,
one season,
K-Fu.
and they're really young. And
After his little
like I said, coming into
incident
this
on the
game, there's
plane,
things
I don't
about
know
Kenny
how
Pickett
that's
that I
going to
really
affect
like, and there's
his
other things where you
potential
say,
getting
he's a young
getting
quarterback,
signed
and
soon.
This is all part of the
We'll
the
definitely have to
growing
see what
process
happens there with
of
OBJ,
playing the
but I think
position.
Dallas
I
is
did
very
think it
much
was
in
interesting
contention.
because most quarterbacks, including myself,
Second down and
would say
7
the biggest
from the
adjustment is
41.
the speed of the game, whereas he said it was more
Pickett
the volume of
from the
defense
gun,
he's
fires
seen.
outside. That is
Here's the
complete.
first catch
George
of the game by the
Pickens,
fellow
first
rookie,
catch
George
for him.
Pickens.
And
After
he'll
missing,
get it
making a
down
tackler miss.
to the
That was
39.
Faison. He
Brandon
picks up a
Faison
first
makes the
down for
tackle
Steelers.
there. And that'll move the chains for Pittsburgh.
And George Pickens is the guy also in this draft class that they have high expectations for. And, you know, he doesn't obviously get near the scrutiny as someone like Kenny Pickett at the quarterback position, but he's a young player as well, and he's shown flashes that he
First
can
down
be a
and
really
10
special
from
player,
the
but,
49.
you know, he's still got some room
Deontay
to
Johnson
grow
goes
on
in
some of
motion.
the
2
things that
tight
he
ends
needs
set
to
for
do
the
better.
Steelers. Play action.
Play action from
Pickett's
Pickett.
got
Good
time.
protection,
Fires.
sideline too
Overthrown.
high for Deontay
Looking
Johnson.
for Deontay Johnson on the sideline.
A couple of throws have taken off from Kenny Pickett here in the first quarter. It's second
Yep.
and 10.
Yeah, this, you know, last week, obviously they came out the first part of the season.
Just over a
Pickett was
minute
not
and a
the
half left to
starter,
play
but
in the
they were
first
able to
quarter.
score 23 points against Cincinnati, and then they went through a stretch where they just couldn't get over that 20-point total. And last week in that first half against Cincinnati, did some really good things, converted on third down. But
Second
it
and
has been a
10.
struggle
They
for
run the
them for
draw
most
here with
part.
Najee
Here's a
Harris,
handoff
or
to
make it Anthony
McFarland,
McFarland.
and McFarland's
And
got a first
McFarland
down
with
for
a
the
nice
Steelers.
run there. Takes it to the
Nice carry of
37.
14 yards.
14-yarder
Getting
there
a
for
chance
Anthony
with Jaylen
McFarland.
Warren
No
backed
relation
up
to Booger
Najee Harris
McFarland,
out,
who
inactive
shares
with a
the
bad
same
hamstring.
name.
Yeah, so that opens the door for McFarland. A nice hole right here in the middle. Freiermuth comes over. He doesn't get a whole lot, but just enough to change the angle of Okereke to where McFarland is then able to avoid him and pick up a nice gain. Talked about the
83
struggles
total
that they've
yards
had in
for the
running game.
Steelers. A big
When you
old
look at the
goose
season as
egg
a
for
total, but for the
Indianapolis.
last 2 weeks, they've been running
Twins
the ball
right.
about
They
140
hand it
yards a
off
game.
again to McFarland. This time he doesn't have
McFarland this
much.
time back to the line of scrimmage.
DeForest
and DeForest
Buckner was there.
One of the best in the middle on any defensive front, made the stop.
Yeah, he's really good.
45
And I think
seconds
those
left to play and
inside guys,
counting in the
Grover
first quarter.
Stewart
This is
having a
probably going to
nice
be the last
season as
play.
well. And then you've got the edge rushers. There's DeForest Buckner. After they made that trade
Pretty
with the
fast-moving
49ers
first
back
quarter
in
here.
2020. And what a player he is. He's been good for this Colts defense, just like he was in San Francisco.
Twins right.
Second
Kenny
and
Pickett
10,
swings
and
it,
that
and
was
a
right
good
all
tackle
the way.
there.
Coming up was
What a
Rodney
play.
McLeod.
Rodney McLeod, the
And he was
safety,
on a
former
dead
Philadelphia
sprint
Eagle.
to make that tackle and a
That'll
loss of
blow him
2.
up in the backfield.
And those are
Loss
some
of
the
2. Third and
relationships. I mean, Kenny
12
Pickett has
on the
seen this,
other
but you've got the
side
slant
of
in behind it,
the
so now
quarter.
when you go with the flat, you just see that
3-0
linebacker, he's
Steelers. This
driving
has
on
been a pretty
hard,
action-packed
or
first
excuse me,
quarter, although the
safety that you've
scoreboard
got
might
the
not
slant
indicate
in
it. But
right
a
in behind
hell of a
it.
play there by Rodney
It's just
McLeod.
Getting a little bit more
Lays
experience
the
and knowing
wood on
what angles
McFarland.
these defenders have and where the open throws are.
McFarland, a loss of 2. Colts, no yards of
And we head to commercial break. 3-0 Pittsburgh. 81 total yards of offense for the Steelers. 12 minutes 44 seconds of total time of possession and 6 total first downs. 53.5% win probability, still in favor of the Indianapolis Colts, but Pittsburgh is currently driving. Kenny Pickett, 7 of 9 for 45 yards. Did take that ugly sack earlier in the game that knocked the Steelers out of field goal range, though. Najee's been pretty efficient, 6 carries for 23 yards. Deontay Johnson is the Steelers' leading receiver, 2 receptions for 22 yards. Colts still have not been able to get a completed pass through the air. Matt Ryan, 0 for 2 for that interception. Jonathan Taylor, just 2 carries for 7 yards. A really, really tough go of things in the first quarter for the Indianapolis Colts. They got absolutely nothing going. Hopefully they can change that here. The defense has got a 3rd down and 12, so hopefully they can get off the field. Again, guys, if you could smash that like button, I would really appreciate it. Also, if you could hit that sub, that would be awesome. We're getting really, really close to 600 subscribers. In fact, I was going to go ahead and check and see how close we were. Last I checked, we were about 18 subscribers away, so that would be absolutely awesome if you could help us out. And again, guys, just a reminder, we will be live streaming the Bills and Patriots on Thursday Night Football from Foxborough. That's going to be a really fun one. That looks like someone unsubbed. So now we need 19 subscribers, guys. So it would be awesome if you could help us out there. Back in the Circle City.
Need for cancer research. This is game-changing research.
3rd down and 12 for the Colts.
Join the fight against cancer by visiting v.org/donate. 100% of your donation goes directly to cancer research. After 1 quarter of play, just 3 points.
Hell's bells ringing there in Indianapolis on this 3rd down and 12. Crowd's getting into it, but I also see plenty of terrible towels waving there in Indy.
And whether or not they're going to give Pickett a chance to try to pick this up.
Play clock ticking inside 20.
Try to just
4 receivers, or 3 receivers set to the left side. Pickett, good protection. He's got to check it down to Najee Harris. He's got nowhere to go. Forced out of bounds out of a short game, Yannick Ngakoue. And the Steelers will have to kick it away.
Couldn't bring him down, but Ngakoue, who's now up to 8.5 sacks for the season, made the
Najee coming off a little gimpy there.
Harris, who's been bothered by a foot injury since training camp, kind of comes away from that play limping.
Dealing with that Liz Frank injury pretty much all year.
He was just starting to get a little bit healthier as well, and it had shown in his ability to run. Really nice decision there by Pickett.
In field goal range, that's getting a 52-yard try here for Matthew Wright. Made his first one from 45.
Matthew Wright from 52.
Snap, spot, Wright is up, and he glances the upright, but he is good. What a kick. Doinks the upright, but bounces in favor of the Steelers through the uprights.
Yes, sir.
First, it looked like it was kind of ticking to the right, but it cut back inside, and it will sneak its way through with some help from the upright.
A glance and 3 points. And right now is 7 for 9 on the season. The Steelers' 3rd kicker of the year. His 3rd game with Pittsburgh.
Here's Chris Boswell discussing things with Wright. Boswell been down with that injury for a while.
This game, I mean, they're hard to come by against this Indianapolis defense.
Normally one of the best kickers in the business.
Anytime you can get them, take them.
So Chris Boswell, who is on IR with a groin injury, active for the first 7. And they had Nick Seba.
Colts set to take over for their first offensive possession of the second quarter. 0 offensive yards so far in this game. Just 2 minutes and 16 seconds of time of possession.
Colts can get
it was all Pittsburgh in that first quarter. Trainer is examining the rib area of Najee Harris, it appears. I better not get a copyright claim for that. Look at that crazy train.
Here is a chance for Isaiah Rodgers.
Isaiah Rodgers inside the 25. Good return to the 30.
And we're back in 30 after a word from T-Mobile.
Looks like I got 9 votes on our poll so far. 56% of you guys are on the Indianapolis Colts in this one. If you guys have yet to vote in our poll, let us know who you think is going to win this game. Go ahead and visit that pinned comment above. Matt Ryan and this Colts offense just trying to get a first down. They have not made a single first down in this game.
Ryan was
Here
a
we
number
go.
3 overall pick by the Falcons in 08, 14 years in
Ryan,
Atlanta.
of course,
Just
in
under
his first season in
60,000
Indianapolis.
pass yards with the Falcons, 367 pass TDs. He's been an MVP.
First down and
Also
10 now
close
from
to
the
winning a
30-yard
Super Bowl.
line. A little ghost motion from the tight end, Allie Cox. Matt Ryan
First year
pump
in
fakes,
Indy,
and
and
that's
this one he tried to
incomplete.
drop
They were
off
trying to set up the screen for
and
Taylor, but it wasn't
There's
there.
a lot of room in front of Taylor, but that was just not pretty.
Looked like the blocking didn't develop well, and Ryan just kind of chucked it away. Not a great play there for the Colts.
The third one was a sack, and now
Matt Ryan now
so
0 for
there's
3 through the air in this
improvements,
game.
Yeah, it is. It's been tough, and you know, this was an offense and a team that I really, probably like a lot of other people when they picked up Ryan. I thought this would be a much better football team and a much better
Harris Campbell in the
offense when
slot
they
to the
got
right
inside.
side. Second
Just
down
the
and
third
10.
carry
It's
for
Taylor.
Like to see
And
them use
Taylor
him a
will
little bit
get
more in a gain of
6. 3rd and 4. Colts
So
trying to
third down and
establish
4
this
coming
ground
up,
game, and we
and
got
a player
stoppage
is
in
down
play.
for
Someone is down
Indianapolis.
for Indy.
They've had so much
That
change on that
is
offensive
the
line,
center,
and it's
Ryan
their very
Kelly.
good
That would be
center,
a
Ryan
big
Kelly,
loss
was
for
down.
them. Anchor of their offensive line, which has already collectively struggled as a unit.
Danny Pinter, who's
Backup center Danny Pinder getting ready to take some snaps with Matt Ryan. He has had some issues when he's had to see playing time. We're going to take an injury timeout here where they tend to Kelly. Colts down 6-0, and now they might also be down their starting center. Win probability has shifted in favor of the Pittsburgh Steelers now, 51.8%. Kenny Pickett has been pretty solid through the air so far, 8 for 10 for 49 yards. 6 carries for 23 for Najee. Matt Ryan, again, a really ugly start for him, 0 for 3 with that interception. Jonathan Taylor has gotten a little bit going, 3 carries for 13 yards, but again, Colts are just searching for 1 first down in this game. Pittsburgh Steelers have 6 first downs. Colts have nada. 85 total yards for the Steelers, just 6 for the Colts. 13 minutes, 35 seconds TOP for Pittsburgh, 2 minutes, 25 for Indy. And of course, Indy is already losing the turnover battle. Just an ugly, ugly start here for the Colts. Colts have run 7 plays for 6 total yards. Steelers have run 22 plays for 85 total yards in this one. Ryan Kelly comes off the field, walking under his own power, which is good to see.
After getting stepped on by 95 Chris Wormley.
Oh, that never feels
on
good.
That last play right in the middle of all the action, and that's forced Danny Pinter into the game.
Well, you had mentioned, the changeup, the lineup changes that they've had. Yeah, they've had quite a few.
Danny Pinter's had his fair share of struggles this season.
That's where it all starts, of course, for any offense, is how good are you up front. And Jeff Saturday, understanding that, when he came in, put Matt Ryan back in the lineup and has gone with the same 5 starters now.
They're down at 4 now for
past
the
3
Colts.
games that he's been the head coach.
Pinter takes over for Kelly
You
at
know,
center.
now you lose a player, the leader of that
From
group there at
the
center,
36-yard
in Ryan Kelly,
line.
and Danny Pinter comes in, so that has an
Trips
effect,
to the right
especially
side.
those 2 guards on each side of him.
Matty Ice, pressure coming, blitz off the edge. He's able to get out of it. Matt Ryan showing off a little athleticism, finds Pittman along the sideline.
Pass is caught by Pittman.
They're gonna
See if this is
say
coming back.
Offense number 72.
they're gonna say it's a hold, but they're also gonna say incomplete pass.
Meanwhile, they're calling the pass incomplete.
Braden
As you can
Smith,
see, one of the officials
right
overrules
tackle,
the other.
guilty party there.
So a holding call, and we'll see. And they are
He's
going
working
to
on
decline
Larry
the
Ogunjobi,
penalty because the
big
pass on the
defensive
back end of
lineman
this is
there.
ruled incomplete.
It's pretty clearly a
And even
hold.
once Matt Ryan got outside the pocket, Pittman actually does a pretty good job of coming back down the
It's not
sideline
often
and giving
good
him a
things
chance to go
happen
to
when
football.
Matt
He's
Ryan
not
leaves the
able
pocket,
to
and
make
that
a
was the
play.
case
So the
there.
frustrations
They actually, of
continue
course, declined the
offensively
penalty,
for
bring up a
Indianapolis.
4th down.
Possessions,
Matt
6
Ryan
total yards
0 for
so
4
far for
through
Colts,
the air
and
with
another
that
punt coming from
interception,
Matt Hawk.
and their second punt for
Steven
Matt Hawk.
Sims waiting for Pittsburgh.
Sims back to receive it. Left-footed boot by Hawk.
Sims on the
Sims
move
walks
from
up
the
to it to the
22.
22.
Backpedals
Not
and
much
he's
there.
slowed up
Good
near the
coverage.
20. A return of -1
Grant
after a
Stewart,
42-yard punt.
Mr. Irrelevant, last
Okereke
season's
taps him
draft
down.
there. Bobby
Back to work, Kenny
Okereke,
Pickett,
the other
up 6.
linebacker, in as well. Kenny Pickett up 6, looking for more here in this game. Just could not be an uglier start for the Indianapolis Colts on offense. So I've got 7 people in the chat. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. We got 10 votes in our poll so far. Looks like it's a 50-50 split. 5 of you guys are on the Pittsburgh Steelers. 5 of you guys are on the Indianapolis Colts. So we will definitely see if the Colts can at least get something going offensively. Again, they have still yet to get a first down in this game. Oh, boy. Carl Anthony Towns looks like he just might have torn his Achilles. That didn't look good at all. Alrighty, we are back in Indianapolis.
The 5 games to go.
Let's see if we can't change that by next week.
Sniffing around.
Alrighty.
Put our crack creative team to work on that one.
I like sniffing around. From the
That
21,
will be taken
Pickett.
out of context.
It's Najee Harris behind him.
First
up by
and 10
6.
from the 21-yard line. There's a Twitter account called Announcers Out of Context, and that will definitely appear there. Pickett,
Deep
play
shot
action,
sideline,
winding up.
and
George Pickens!
Catch is
What a
made
catch! They
by
say
George
catch!
Pickens.
Oh
And
man,
that's some
back
of the
shoulder
incredible that
fade,
Pickens
perfectly
shows in
timed.
practice that just wows
Pickett to
Pickett.
Pickens.
And let's see if both feet came
Working on
down in
Brandon
bounds. What a
Face
catch.
in there.
Yeah, it sure looked like it. A really
Corkscrews
good catch
back
that
for
far
it.
down the
1
field
foot.
off the
Ooh.
back shoulder.
I don't know if
if
foot number
Pickett
2 got number
necessarily
down.
wanted to put it right where he put it,
First
but
down and 10.
It was a really
They're
great
gonna
throw and a great
let it go. It's
adjustment by
history
the other
now. They
rookie
hand it
Pickens.
off.
Deepest completion
Najee
of the night,
Harris
35 yards.
for
and
6
now a handoff
yards.
to Harris. And Najee gets 5. What a catch by George Pickens.
Yeah, these are some of the catches
That was
that
an
you
incredible
see when
catch.
you
It looks
watch
like
him.
he
I mean,
did
he's-
get both feet
He's
down.
got really good
Had
body
control.
The sky's
That
the limit for him.
is
I
an
mean, he's as good an
acrobatic,
athlete. In fact,
athletic catch
Kenny
there by
Pickett
George
said he's the
Pickens.
best athlete that he's ever been around and thrown the ball to. And
52nd
that's
overall
a good
pick in this year's
example of
draft
what
out
he's
of Georgia, of
capable
course. 11th
Yeah,
wide
nice
receiver selected.
Tandem between those two guys.
Here is a handoff to Benny Snell
Benny
Jr.
Snell, actually.
Brought down by Franklin, a gain
And
of
Benny
3.
will
Two
get
guys in
3, and they'll
Pickens
bring him a
Pickett
third
that
down
got
and short
together
here for
in
the
late February
Steelers.
here at the Combine. A right ACL injury cost Pickens most of his final season at
Steelers
Georgia.
lead
4 games
6-0.
played, but all-world talent and showing it in spurts so far in his first year in the NFL.
Yeah, he's still pretty raw, as I alluded to a little bit earlier.
Third
I mean,
down and 2. 16
still
plays in
kinda learning the
opponent
route
territory
tree
for the
and
Steelers, 0
all
for the
the
Colts.
nuances of being a good
George
route
Pickens
runner.
goes in motion.
Here
And
is
off.
Snell, and
Snell,
Benny
close to the line to gain.
looked
Looks like he
had
got
enough
there.
for a first down. We'll see where they put it down.
Needed to get to the 34-yard line, and let's see.
And
It
it
looks
is a
like they're going to
first
give him a
down for
first
Pittsburgh.
down.
Pittsburgh now with 4 possessions, all 4
good drive here
going
for the
into Colt
Steelers.
territory. But so far, just 6 points. I feel like Mike Tomlin's team should be up by more than
Clock
6.
ticking inside.
Yeah, when you
11
look
minutes
at
to
it,
play in the
here,
half.
The number of plays they've
And a
run,
pretty,
they've had 26
pretty fast-moving
plays. The
first
Colts
half here so far.
have run just 8, have been unable to do anything.
First down and
Pittsburgh's gotten
10
down into this area
from
of
the
the field, and
34.
then they've just stalled out.
And
Another
off.
carry for Snell. These
Benny
are his
Snell
first carries
again.
of the season.
And he
Typically
will
more
get
of a
inside
special
the
teams player, and he gets
29-yard line. Gain of 5.
Yeah, you mentioned it a moment ago with Jaylen Warren being down with the hamstring, then Snell is getting a little bit more opportunity, but Anthony McFarland, we've seen him already. He's the one there, number 26, that was brought up, and he's done some good things, but it sounded
Snell's
like in
third
talking with Mike
season
Tomlin
with the
that if they
Steelers out of
start
Kentucky,
relying on
not
someone
as
outside
widely
Harris
used
who's
here, of
banged
course,
up,
this season.
that
This
we
is, in
might
fact,
see
his
more
first game, as
McFarland before it's
you
all
heard
said and
Bucket
done.
Aikman saying.
Pass
Pickett
is
swings
zipped
it out,
in for a first
complete.
down
What
to
a throw into a
And
tight
the
window.
Steeler
That is
fans
Pat
here
Fryer
in
move.
Indianapolis serenade him after a 12-yard pickup.
Booth. Now inside 10 minutes left
Well,
to play
I
in the
really
half.
like
What
Pat
a
Fryer
throw
move
there
and
by
what he's
Kenny
able to do.
Pickett.
He's a big target. He runs well for his size,
A
and
little-
he has a good understanding.
Little drag
the
route there
passing
from
game,
Fryermuth.
You know, he just kind of fits that mold of a Pittsburgh
And
Steelers tight end.
Perfect throw there
over
by
the
Kenny
years.
Pickett.
It's-
He threaded the needle.
When you think of this organization,
First
they have a
and
pretty
10
good
here
idea of
from
who
the
they are and what
18-yard
they
line.
are, and they
Sims
draft
goes in
accordingly.
motion.
First time in the red zone for the Steelers.
Najee
As
Harris is blown
hit
up in the
and dropped
backfield.
with a loss of 1.
First man
guy
there
was
was
EJ Speed.
EJ Speed,
Who's done
linebacker,
some
normally a
good things
special
for the
teamer, but
Colts
he's
at
done
his
some really good
linebacker spot.
stuff
Second and 11.
as a starter at
EJ
linebacker
Speed,
this
he finally
year in
gets on
place
the
of the
field
injured
because he's-
Shaquille
because
Leonard,
they're
who's been
playing
down
with
for the
two
whole
tight
year.
ends, and so
Well, not the whole year, but he's now down the rest of the
Steelers
year.
use a lot of 3 wide receivers, and when they do, EJ Speed
Second
is
down and
off
11.
the field, and it's really an unfortunate situation for him because
3
he's a
receivers
good player.
set
He
for the
runs
Steelers:
well.
Johnson, Pickens, and Sims.
Second and 11.
QB
and that's
draw
a
for
quarterback
Kenny
draw.
Pickett,
dives. He's
And
about a
he
yard short of a
gets
first
about
down.
10 yards there on 2nd and 11. Third down and very
That was
short.
a run all the way, and it brings up third
Design
down and
QB
short.
run there. Draw for Kenny Pickett.
And now the Steelers will hurry
Third
it
down
up.
and 2. 8.5 minutes left to play in the half. Trips left. Pittsburgh looking to
Third down and
convert.
2,
They
officially,
give it
handoff
to
here to
McFarland,
for
and
the
he gets
first
to the
down.
6-yard line. First down and
brings
goal
up
for
first
the
and goal.
Steelers. And thus far,
Good tough
Pittsburgh
running
has
by
been
McFarland to be
dominant in
able to
this
pick up
game.
that first down. Good job by Pickett.
especially
on
up
the second
front.
down run. As you mentioned, it was a quarterback draw all the way. They got right tackle Okorafor out there, did a nice block, came up just short. They get to the line quickly, hand it off to McFarland, pick up the first down.
Mike Tomlin describing Kenny Pickett to us by saying there's a maturity and a grit to him.
First down and goal now from the 6-yard line.
First down and goal.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
As he hands here, Harris.
Harris. Touchdown Steelers. As I spilled my bong almost. And let's see if the Steelers want to go for two to make it a 14-0 ball game. 7 minutes and 46 seconds left. 6-yard touchdown run for Najee Harris. Great job grading the road up front there by the big boys up front. Dan Moore Jr., big left tackle in there.
Good job of punching into the end
Good
zone.
job by
Overall,
Harris.
Sensing
the hole and finding the end zone. 10 plays, 79 yards, 5.5 minutes off the clock on that drive. Here's Matthew Wright for the PAT.
Extra point attempt for Wright.
A little bit of a high snap there. Good hold and good kick.
13-0
13-0 start for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Indianapolis has gotten nothing going offensively, and defensively they have really struggled as well. This is a really ugly game here in Jeff Saturday's Monday night debut as Colts interim head coach. Good drive there by Pittsburgh. $164 total yards of offense in this game for the Steelers as compared to just 6 for the Colts. Pittsburgh Steelers, 19 minutes and 6 seconds of time of possession, just 3 minutes and 8 seconds for the Colts. 11 total first downs for the Steelers, big old goose egg in that category for Indy. Matt Ryan still hasn't even completed a pass in this one. He's 0 for 4 with an interception. Kenny Pickett's been pretty efficient, 10 for 12 for 96 yards. Najee Harris has been okay. 9 carries, 33 yards, and a touchdown. 3 carries for 13 yards for Jonathan Taylor. But again, the Colts have yet to even make a first down in this game. Absolutely pathetic. 8 total plays for 6 yards for the Colts. 32 total plays for 164 yards for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Steelers sitting at the bottom of the AFC North and are currently staring down potentially their first losing season of the Mike Tomlin era. Matt Canada, their offensive coordinator, is someone who's come under heavy scrutiny over these past few weeks. And rightfully so, man. His play calling has been way too conservative when it needs to be aggressive and way too aggressive when it needs to be conservative. It's like, I don't know what the hell Matt Canada does sometimes, man. His play calling is very, very questionable, and Steelers fans definitely have the right to be angry. Alrighty, we are back in Indianapolis.
Verizon. Visit a store today for our best deals of the year. Well, the Steelers lead 13-0. They haven't led by 13 or more points since the season opener against the Bengals, and that was with Mitch Trubisky, a quarterback.
Here's Wright to kick
game
off.
Burrow still wasn't right, coming off the appendectomy, through 4 picks in a game the Steelers won in overtime. Colts have to get it going.
Rodgers will let that one go. First and 10 for the Colts from their own 25-yard line.
He got benched. The team was 3-3 and 1, and while he wanted the record to be better at that point, he felt like he'd given the team chances to win, and they were having some success. And remember, this was uncharted waters for him. He'd never been a backup before. Said it was weird having to take a back seat, but he tried to be the best that he could for Sam Ehlinger, and he said that he's
all right, let's see if the Colts can pick up a first down.
Season left, things changed, so for him it was about hanging in there, staying ready, so that if
first
he
and
had a chance
10
to play again,
from the
he'd be
25.
ready to do so, and he did.
And here he is. 1-1
Matt
since
Ryan
the
makes a check at the line.
Looking for his first completion, and the offense is looking for their
under
first
center.
Good to see Ryan Kelly back in there at center as they
hand it
hand
off
to
to
Jonathan
Taylor.
Here's an
Surging
idea.
forward, and the
Hand
Colts
the ball to
finally
Jonathan
have a
Taylor.
first down.
happen when you do.
Jonathan Taylor picks it up. Gain of
10 yards
11.
in their first down of the night.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it as
Let's
we
see
came
if this
into
can
game.
finally
You think about
spark
the
something for the
in
Colts on
2022,
offense.
You think of all the struggles that they've had on the offensive side of the ball.
Got
But
11 votes on our
Jonathan
poll so
Taylor
far.
is not part of
55%
that.
of you guys are on the
He,
Pittsburgh
like
Steelers.
All great running backs. Probably the guy I played with, Emmitt
7
Smith,
minutes,
was the
15
best at
seconds.
it, and
Ryan
making
under
people
center.
miss and getting more than what's there. And
Twins
this guy
left.
is outstanding.
Play action
They go
over the
back to
middle.
throwing it,
Ryan
and the pass
fires
is
broken up.
Well defended
Levi
by
Wallace. Great
in front
coverage
of
there on Michael Pittman.
Second down and 10.
A pretty good play there by Levi Wallace. Watching him coming into this game. He's gotten a lot of playing time, but he didn't have any help either. He was all over that. I mean, he just read the break on Pittman and he jumped all over that ball.
Yeah, he
But I
did.
think after that first run by Taylor, I just
Second down
keep
and 10 from the
thinking, based on
35-yard
what I've
line.
seen of
Pittman
this
goes in
passing
motion.
attack.
Back to the air as
Ryan
they
setting
set
up a
the
screen for
Taylor.
Taylor.
TJ Watt
And
can't
TJ
bring him
Watt
down.
can't bring him down. Taylor
picking his way
surging
for
for a
9.
gain of 9.
Yeah, whatever. Handoff, screen it, whatever it is, let 28 hold the ball.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Boy,
When
he
you give
is,
28
he's
the
a
ball,
big
good things
back,
generally
and
happen.
he can really
Third
run.
down
By the
and
way, we got
1.
Ryan Kelly, who's back in at center.
Handed off
Here
again.
is
Taylor on
Taylor in the
3rd and
crowd
1. He
saying
moves the
thank you.
chains. Gain of 7.
First down carry for Jonathan, a gain of 7. Led the league last year with over 1,800 yards rushing.
You know Jeff Saturday
Just
likes
under
that. Colts getting
2,200
this ground game
scrimmage yards. He's
established.
missed 3 games this year
5
with that
carries
ankle,
for 30 yards so far for
but
number
he is healthy
28.
and ready to go. First down.
From just inside the midfield stripe. Play action. Ryan in trouble. Cam Hayward giving chase. So is Watt, and he throws it
Able to
away.
Throw it away as he was chased by TJ Watt.
Well, there's been a lot of attention, of course, to Jeff Saturday and his hire as head coach. And, I mean, obviously unconventional. We haven't seen it. But this guy, Parks Frazier,
Parks
part of all
Frazier,
that was he got
Colts
named
de
as
facto
the
offensive
And
coordinator.
I think his job is
30
far more
years
difficult
old.
in that
He's
here's
8
someone who
years
hasn't called
younger
plays.
than his quarterback.
He's now coordinating an offense and calling the plays for the
2
first
receivers
time,
set to
getting
each
used to play
side here
clock
for the Colts.
and all
Second
that
down and
goes with
10.
that.
Empty backfield for Ryan.
But I would
He makes a
imagine
protection
Jeff
check at the
Saturday will be
line.
talking to him if he hasn't already, saying, "Hey, let's keep this thing on the ground if we can."
Matt
Well,
Ryan
it's not
fires,
passing.
squeezes in their tight window. Michael
Pittman is
Pittman.
gonna fight for about 10.
Matt Ryan finally
And they're
has a
gonna give
completion in
Indianapolis
this
a first
game.
down. That was a great effort.
And that's a
by the
first
third-year
down
pro
for
from
the Colts
USC.
and a
I was
much
thinking
better
more
looking
on
drive
first
here
down,
for
not
them.
second and 10, so. But yeah, this is a good job by Pittman. Those are some of the things that he does very well. He's pretty fearless wide receiver. And he makes the catch and then does a good job after he making the play of going and getting the first down.
His big-bodied wide receiver, 6'4", 223.
First down and 10 now
We've got some big wide receivers
from just
on
inside
this,
the 40.
on this Colts team.
Pittman goes in motion.
There's Taylor
Run a
on
little
first
delayed
down.
handoff. Taylor
Plowing
for
ahead
about
getting
3.5.
forward.
Clock ticking
Well,
out.
they were near the
Inside
bottom
5 minutes
of the
left to
league
play in the quarter.
In running the football, and then you look
Second
over the
down and
last 2
6.
weeks, they've been close to 50% running it. And as I said earlier, that's what you'd expect when you
been a
hire
very fast-moving
former
first half.
offensive lineman. And I always joke
Jonathan
about
Taylor,
Andy
6
Reid
carries,
in Kansas
34
City's the
yards,
only
5
offensive lineman I know
5.7 yards per
that
clip in
doesn't
this
run the
one.
football.
Shout out to Andy Reid.
Under
Way to go,
center.
Andy. Way to go, Andy. Big win.
Handed
Second down
off
and 6.
to
And Zach Moss, who
Zach
was picked
Moss,
up in the
acquired in the
that
trade from the
surprisingly
Bills,
sent
and he
Nyheim
gets
Hines
about
to Buffalo
3.
Gets 2. Larry O, as they call him, Larry O.
Third down and
on the
4
stop, brings up
now
third down
for
and
this
4.
Colts offense.
Kansas City.
Deion Jackson, rookie
Coach
running
Reid
back,
took
checks
care of
in.
The team formerly known as the LA Rams yesterday. They are a shell of
Yes,
their former selves with
very
all the
much
injuries
so.
they've undergone here in 2022. This reigning Super Bowl
Trips
champ.
left. Jackson in the backfield. Ryan working that hard count.
Pressure off the edge.
Looking in trouble out to his
No
right.
flag.
Ryan
throws
fires
out of the
off
reach of Mo
target.
Alley Cox.
Looking for Mo Alley
That'll
Cox,
bring
who
up
was
fourth
covered by
down.
Devin Bush. Another 4th down for the Colts.
And the field goal
Had what
unit
looked like
comes
a
on for the
promising
Colts.
looking drive. Ultimately
Well,
stalls,
Spillane,
but they
you're
do
right
look
here.
to get
That's
3
where-
out of it.
That's where Matt Ryan is wanting to go with the football, but Spillane jumps inside hard. Actually, I'm sorry, it was Pierre. I thought it was 41. It was Pierre, and he jumps hard inside and totally takes it away. But even with that, as
4th
Ryan
down and
comes
4,
out
51-yard
to his
try
right,
for
he
Chase
has a chance
McLaughlin.
to still pick that up and just not able to put it on him.
51-yard attempt by McLaughlin,
Kick
and
is
he
up,
has
and he's got it from
And the first
51.
points to
Good
the night
kick, and the
off
Colts are
right
on the
foot of
board.
Chase McLaughlin from
13 to
51 yards away.
3. Much better looking drive there than the first few for the Colts. Matt Ryan able to get a couple of completions, but he is still just 2 for 9 in this game through the air, 19 yards and a pick. Jonathan Taylor, 6 carries for 34 yards. Michael Pittman is the team's leading receiver with just 1 catch for 10 yards. 48 total yards for the Colts. Again, much better for them as compared to where they started. 164 total yards for the Pittsburgh Steelers. 11 total first downs, and the Colts were able to get 3 total first downs on that drive. 7 minutes and 6 seconds of time possession for the Colts. 19 minutes and 6 seconds of time possession for the Steelers. Looks like the win probability is at 71.4% in favor of the Pittsburgh Steelers in this one. And now they're about to get the ball back here after the Colts go up. Or the Colts get a 3-point score there with the field goal. Again, guys, I'd really appreciate if you could smash that like button. It's a free and easy way that you can help share your support and help get this channel pushed out to more and more NFL fans. Got 5 people in the house right now.
Ball brought to you by Colo Guard. Progressive, the right call to protect your home and car. And Burger King. Both of these teams got into the holiday spirit, giving back to their communities for Thanksgiving. The Steelers partnered with the Pirates and Penguins to distribute turkeys and other food items to those in need around Pittsburgh. And the Colts hosted their 11th annual Horseshoe Helpings, providing 3,000 families with full Thanksgiving meals.
Following the successful field goal, here's Chase McLaughlin
now with the
getting ready to
Colts
kick it
on the
away.
board. It's a 10-point game. Steelers about to get it back, where Kenny Pickett, their rookie quarterback,
3 minutes, 48 seconds left to play in the first half.
From Chase McLaughlin.
Yeah, he really has. He's had a nice first half to this ball game. He's seeing things really well, and then when he's had to pick some things up with his legs, he's been able to do that.
Touchback.
Let's look at some
Steelers begin from their own 25.
Yeah, here's a quick look at some of the things that he's done so well. He's seeing exactly where he needs to go with the football, seeing the coverages, and coming out and getting the ball out of his hands, and he's not holding it. This was nice. They dropped the safety down. He knows he's got one-on-one outside to Pickens, and he plants his foot, lays it out there, and then a heck of a catch by the rookie wide receiver. But as I mentioned earlier,
First down and 10.
Typically is what kind of takes some time to get adjusted to as a quarterback. It did mean it does most.
Pickett
But
under
for Kenny
center.
Pickett,
Freiermuth goes in
really
motion.
getting used to all the variety of defenses.
Play
that he's
action.
seen.
Pickett
Late
sets up a
blitz coming.
screen here for
Pickett gets rid of it
McFarland.
to McFarland,
And
makes
Anthony
the catch and a run
McFarland
for a
is
first
inside
down.
the 35
Pickett's
to
at
the
over
38
80%
and a first
completing
down.
passes.
Gain of
He's
13
had 3
there.
runs for 26 yards and completes for 13 here to Anthony McFarland.
Yeah, they bring the blitz this side, and they got the screen right into it, which is perfect.
Yep.
Right in behind the blitzer, and off they go. You got lineman out in front. Really good call against that look, and a big gain to show for it.
McFarland getting plenty of work.
First
up
down
from
and
the
10.
practice
Pickett
squad,
11 for
fourth-round pick in
13 for
2020.
108 yards.
This one
Squeezes
is gunned
it
into
in,
Deontay Johnson.
and
Nice
it is
throw and
complete.
catch,
What
and
a
he got
catch,
9.
Deontay Johnson.
Stephon Gilmore
Kenny Pickett
all over him.
threads
Good
it
throw
in
by
there.
Pickett.
Stephon Gilmore absolutely blanketed
Good
Johnson
job
on
of
that,
Deontay
but
Johnson
Pickett still able
going
to
down
squeeze
and
it
making
in.
a play. Here's a better look at it. Yeah, ball in just a little bit behind, but Deontay Johnson does a really good job of securing the catch against a good corner.
5 straight completions for Pickett.
2nd down and 1. Twins left.
2nd down and
There's a
1.
late handoff.
For the first down is to
Farland will
McFarland,
pick up a first down across midfield to the 49. Gain of 5.
Each side with all 3 of their timeouts as we approach the
This will
2-minute warning.
probably
here in
be the
Indianapolis.
final play for the Steelers
This
before the
defense,
2-minute warning.
Overall, they've been pretty good this year, and when you look at it,
I
they
can't
have
see the
lost
play
games,
clock, so I don't know if they have to
giving
run a
up
play.
17 points twice.
And doesn't
And
appear
then
they're
they lost
going
the game,
to.
giving up 19 points as well. And so when your offense
We're
is
at the
struggling
2-minute
the way
warning, folks.
Indianapolis has,
Steelers driving, leading 13-3. Colts finally got one promising drive going there with the field goal, but thus far it's still been pretty much all Pittsburgh in this one so far. 2-minute warning from Indianapolis. Just make sure that my halftime screen is ready to go here. Again, guys, just a reminder, we will be streaming the the Bills and the Patriots Thursday Night Football here on Sparkin Sports NFL. I would really appreciate it if you could tune in for that one. It's going to be a really fun game. Looks like we got 12 votes in our poll. 58% of you guys are on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Also, we now need just 18 subscribers to get to 600, guys. So we're trying to get there tonight. So let's see if you guys can help us out and get us to that magic number 600. I would really appreciate it. Oh man, my foot fell asleep.
Just 3 minutes. Adam Schefter will have the latest from around the league, including an update on Aaron Rodgers, who left last night's game against the Eagles with an injury. Coming up at the half with Susie Colbert, Booger McFarland, and Adam Schefter. Well, for the Steelers, all 5 of their drives across midfield, at least 1 first down every possession. They've been balanced. 90 yards on the ground, 100
All right,
through the
first
air.
down and 10. Kenny Pickett
Pickett's
under
been
center.
impressive. He has been just 2 incompletions on the night. The thing I've
tight
liked
ends
that
set
I've
to the
seen
left
is
side.
he's not held the ball back there in the pocket. He's gotten it out.
Here's Snell.
Pickett hands
Nice
it off.
run
Benny
on first
Snell.
down. Takes it inside the
Good
35.
carry for him inside the
Came in with
35-yard
no
line.
carries. He's been busy and has a 17-yarder here.
Yeah, good movement again up front on that offensive line, and then the cutback by Snell. That's a really good job. I do think, looking at this offensive line coming into this game, I do think
First
it's a
and
better
10
unit overall
from the
than what a lot of
33.
people
Kenny
realize.
Pickett winds up,
Here's a
fires,
pass caught by
complete.
Sims coming back to the
Steven
quarterback.
Sims
Gain of
comes
5.
back for it.
Kenny Moore brought
gain
him
of
down.
5.
The timeout taken by the Steelers.
Coming into this season, of course, this was a team that wanted to run the football, and they struggled to do so. But the last 2 weeks, and now again tonight with the balance that you spoke of, it has really helped, and it's paid benefits to the young quarterback, Kenny Pickett, in what he's been able to do.
Don't miss the ABC College Football Conference Championship triple header on Saturday. Number 12 Kansas State takes on number 4 TCU in the Big 12 championship game at noon Eastern. And number 22 UCF, number 19 Tulane square off for the AAC title. And finally, it'll be 8th ranked Clemson taking on 17th ranked North Carolina in the ACC championship.
Yeah, I have to tip my
Second
hat
down
to
and
Sonny
4.
Dykes and what he's done there at TCU.
From the 27-yard line.
In Fort Worth, really an outstanding
2 tight ends
job
set for
this
the
season.
Steelers. Pickett in trouble out to his
Locker
left.
room in front of
Pickett
him,
will
takes
take
off.
it, and he is
They're gonna
close
mark
to the
him
first
with
down. They're going to give it
another
to him.
Pittsburgh first down. Kenny Moore was there but could not get hands on him before Pickett got another first down.
Well, we had a chance to visit with him the other day, and in talking with him as far as how it's all gone, and he understands
First down and
where
10.
he is, and he knows that he's a young quarterback.
Kenny
and
Pickett,
seeing a lot of
13 for
things the
15 for
first time,
123
but
yards so far in this
felt
game.
that he has improved, and I would agree with that from what I've seen. And tonight, as we've talked about, he's been really sharp.
Minute 22 left in
Pickett.
the half. Delayed handoff.
Delayed handoff to
Harris, and
Najee
he's
Harris.
brought down almost immediately.
And he gets down to the 20-yard
by
line. Ben
Banagou.
Banagou, the
Gain of just a
linebacker, was
couple.
there.
Limited snaps
And Najee
for the
comes
former
off gimpy
second-round
again.
pick from
Still
TCU.
dealing with the ill effects of that Liz Frank injury.
And so into the broadcast booth we will go. Joe Buck and Troy Aikman, and this has been impressive for a team that's 3-7. Mike Tomlin, we know he knows how to coach. They're playing hard tonight, and the kid's playing well at quarterback.
Yes, he is. And how nice would that be for Pittsburgh? Like what we saw in San Francisco, Joe Montana, and then Steve Young, and in Green Bay, Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers. You go from Ben Roethlisberger right into Kenny Pickett. Now, Kenny Pickett still has a lot to prove before he gets into that conversation, but if he is that guy, then the Steelers, of course, become a contender for the next decade.
Absolutely. 39 total plays for the Steelers as compared to 17
He's
for
the
Indianapolis.
third rookie quarterback to start for the
219
Steelers
total
in
yards
Monday
in the
Night
first
Football.
half.
Terry Bradshaw back in 1970. Bubby Brister
15
in
total
86, and now
first
Kenny
downs
Pickett.
for the
And the Steelers,
Steelers.
who have won 7 straight overall against the Colts, dating back to 2011.
Pickett winding
throws.
it up,
Nice
completing
throw and
it.
catch. Deontay
Deontay
another first
Johnson
down.
out of bounds at the 10-yard line.
And these throws, they're not just completions. These throws are being put in good spots.
Yeah,
Yes, it is.
seriously.
And
Kenny
that's an
Pickett
excellent route
is
by Deontay
delivering
Johnson,
some
and
strikes
just
in
puts
this
it right
one.
out where he had to put it, and he's been decisive. The one thing when I watched him, Kenny Pickett, that is, that it looked like he needed to speed things up a little bit. That at times he holds the ball back
Najee
there
Harris
in the
is
pocket.
going
You see
off to the
Najee
locker
Harris, he's
room
been
here.
banged
That's
up,
not
kinda
good
coming
for
in
the
and out.
Steelers.
He's going into the locker room a little bit early. But tonight,
First down and
I've
goal
seen
now from
none
the
of that.
10-yard
He
line.
has run when he hasn't had something open, and he's been
Pickett
decisive with his throws.
climbs the
End zone
pocket.
shot.
End
Pass
zone
is
broken up.
Freiermuth
Rodney
the target,
McLeod
and
breaks it
McLeod
up.
made the play.
Pat
As he got the
Freiermuth, the
hand in
intended
front of
target
it.
there for Kenny
And
Pickett.
that breaks up a string of 7 straight completions for Pickett.
Well, Freiermuth, that's on him. He's trying to hold
He's gotta
the
work
end
back to
zone
the
so that
ball.
if he catches this, it's a touchdown. But when he turns, he's got to work back into the ball. If he does that, then he's making the play in the reception, and it's not incomplete.
Second and goal now.
Second down and goal. Colts get the ball to start the second half. Trying to get a stop here as they trail by 10.
Swings left. Pickett.
Pickett
Another
takes
QB
off.
draw.
And
Not
a
much
lot of
there
room.
that time. Colts were ready for it with Ben
Second time
Banagou
they've
again.
tried that. Banagou makes the stop, a gain of 3, so third and goal.
Yeah, went to the well a little bit too often.
And
Now
the
a
Colts
timeout
will take a
taken by the
timeout here
Colts,
with a
their
minute and
first.
5 left in the second quarter.
I think Pickett does a good job, at least, of protecting himself somewhat. You know, of course, they've always had quarterback draws, but all these quarterbacks, when you look around the league, there's not as much fear as there once was.
Hello, kitty.
For these coaches to make these calls and run these quarterbacks.
Third down and goal. See Kenny
Pickett
Pickett
shaking
kind
out
of
that
shaking
right
out his
hand as he
left
goes
hand,
back
or was
to
it
the
his
huddle.
right hand? I couldn't tell. One of his two hands.
It's been their best half with regard to total yards here tonight in Indy.
3rd down and goal now.
3rd down and goal.
Keep an eye on Fryermuth at tight end.
Trips left.
Screen.
Pickett in
Pickett,
trouble.
end zone.
Fires.
Pickens,
End zone.
one-handed try incomplete.
Pickens cannot reel it in. Tried to get that one-handed catch. Just a little bit overthrown there by Kenny Pickett, and the Colts
Boy, it's such a good route
defensively
by
are able to
Pickens.
get a
As he comes
stand.
up, he stutters and he goes to the end zone, and he is wide open and just not quite able to make the play. Yeah, that's the one miss that we've seen now from Pickett. Yeah, see Tomlin there, but man, what a route by Pickens in order to free himself up. Just unable
So here's
to connect.
Matthew Wright. 59 seconds left in the half.
25-yard try now by Wright.
25-yarder.
And that's now
Perfect.
4 scores in 5 possessions for the Steelers.
16-3 leads for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Minute left to go here in the half.
For the Colts. We're about to get
Kitty,
it back.
I love
2
you, but
timeouts, and they get the ball to start
you weigh
the
like an
second half,
elephant
but
on
they're
my
gonna get to
lap.
work.
Sorry.
Week 13, Monday Night Football. A week
Next
from
week,
tonight,
we will
we'll
be
in
streaming
Tampa,
Monday Night
Florida as the
Football.
Buccaneers
Buccaneers and
host
Saints
the
from
Saints
Tampa.
at 8 Eastern here on ESPN,
If the
and
Saints
the
roll out
Manning
Andy
cast is
Dalton
back
next week, it's going
on
to be
ESPN
absolutely
2.
ridiculous.
Tampa Bay on top in the South at 5-6. They lost at Cleveland yesterday in overtime, taking on the Saints, who were shut out at San Francisco 13-0, and the Saints come in at 4-8. So the entire division under 500.
Yeah, you say the Manning cast coming back. I'd say, well, maybe they've been enjoying a bit of a vacation, but as much as I see of Peyton, he doesn't even know what a vacation is, does
Right.
he?
He's everywhere.
Seriously.
Award shows. He's in movies.
Come on, Peyton. Take
in
a break for
commercials.
crying out loud.
Here's Matthew Wright kicking away. Colts trying
You
to
wanna sell
see
it?
if they can at least
He's
get a
there to
field
haunt
goal
it.
here before the end of the half. Colts do get the ball to start the second half. It'll be brought out here by Isaiah Rodgers, and Rodgers across the 25. Good decision. Across the 35, the 41-yard line. Good return there by Isaiah Rodgers.
45-yard return by Isaiah Rodgers.
Yeah, it's really good. To take it out of the end zone, then you better be able to make some positive yards once you do, and he does. So he sets him up nicely. Now it's just a matter of whether or not this offense can capitalize and do something with it here before the half.
For the Colts,
Absolutely.
good time for their longest kick return.
First
of
and
the season.
10. Twins right for the
And they
Colts.
turn it into points.
Ryan in the gun. Looking,
setup and throw
firing,
pass is
completing.
caught. Pittman out
Michael
across the
Pittman
45
surges forward, gain of 7.
to the 47.
Clock
a
ticking
game
inside
6.
40 minutes. The Colts do have 2 timeouts to work with. They're not going to use
timeouts.
one
Well,
here.
this is an offense that's had trouble getting the ball down the field. In fact, they've had so much trouble that they almost have gotten to where they don't even attempt anything.
Ryan pumping. Ryan rolling. Ryan will surge forward. He's got a rare rushing first down, and the Colts will call timeout
First down,
inside the
Indianapolis
50-yard line
with
to the
22
47.
seconds left, and Matt
22
Ryan has
seconds
been
left to play in the
under
half.
pressure the majority of the night.
Yeah, he's been under pressure the majority of this season, and it hasn't been just one guy that's given up those pressures. I mean, they've had it from all over the place. Left tackle, of course, is young. Right guard is young. That's where the bulk of it
Under
has been.
pressure
But even some of
tonight,
their
Matt
veteran
Ryan
players
0
have
for
had
5
have
with
had
a
tough
sack and an
time
interception
and
in
had
this
their
game.
moments this season, and it's a group overall that just hasn't played to the level that the expectations were coming in, and it's not what Matt Ryan thought he was signing up for when he came to Indianapolis. With the defense they have, the running game, the offensive line, just hasn't come together the way that he had hoped.
3 for 10, 25 yards, and an interception.
First down and 10
They do have the one timeout left.
from 47. Ryan making a check of the line.
40 to give McLaughlin a chance.
See how soft they are.
He's swinging out here to
That's the rookie Pierce.
Alec
Flag
Pierce.
on the
Takes a
play.
hit there by Mika Fitzpatrick.
And
Another
Pierce
flag
was
is
knocked
down.
down at the 45.
Bill Vinovich set to give us the call. It's been a pretty clean game by both teams so far.
Ineligible receiver downfield.
Ineligible downfield on the
Offense number
Colts.
79. 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
Yep,
So it
Bernard
takes time off
Ryman,
the clock. It erases the
left
completion,
tackle
and it costs them
downfield.
5 yards. As Bernard Ryman, the rookie left tackle, who is making his 4th consecutive start out there, was too far downfield.
Yeah, he wasn't the only one either. He's the one who gets called with
Nope.
it, but there was a few guys that were
1st and 15 now, following the ineligible downfield penalty.
running him the last time. They'd have a shot up the seam if they ran the same defense off of this look.
Ryan dropping back in trouble, dumps it underneath Taylor. Can he get out of trouble? He gets out of bounds at the midfield stripe. Stopping the clock with 11 seconds left. See how the Colts want to play this.
His career long is 57 yards. He did that with the Browns last year. That means getting the ball to the 39-yard line. About 11 yards or so from here.
Again, guys, be sure to keep it right here for second half action on Sparkin Sports NFL. Also, we'll be live streaming the Bills and the Patriots on Thursday Night Football, so be sure to tune in for that one as well. Second down and 13.
Low snap.
Low snap. Good job by Ryan fielding it. He steps out of trouble, dumps it, and it's dropped. That's the rookie tight end Jelani Woods out of Virginia. Ryan hits the deck on that one. 6 seconds left. Ball was a little bit behind Woods there, but he still needs to haul that one in. Just running a crossing route.
At least you get a
And
chance to
actually, that was put right on him, but
Jelani
Jelani Woods cannot haul that one in. Now third down and 13.
6'7" rookie from Virginia.
6 seconds left.
13.
Ryan, quick throw over the middle. Woods down at the 41. And now the Colts are going to run out their field goal unit.
A gain of 9, and this will give Chase McLaughlin
3 seconds left. McLaughlin comes out.
This will be about a 59 or 60-yard try by McLaughlin to get those points right back.
Well, they allowed everybody free access off the line of scrimmage, and so it allowed Ryan to get the ball out quick, pick up some yards, and it, at least after that drop, give them another opportunity here.
Chase McLaughlin, Colts' second kicker of the season after Rodrigo Blankenship was waived.
What a half for this offense for Indianapolis, and Matt Ryan will walk away 5 for 13 for 36 yards.
59-yard attempt here for Chase McLaughlin. It would be his career long, and Pittsburgh's going to call their final timeout, try to ice him. Mike Tomlin gives the thumbs up.
So we'll put the food back on the warmers and wait around to see if this ices Chase McLaughlin.
You can't ice McLaughlin.
Come
on.
Chase McLaughlin. Visualizing this one sailing through the uprights. Extra time to stretch out that right leg.
All right, officially, here we go.
Plenty to talk about for this Colts
59-yard try here for McLaughlin.
Not sure halftime's long enough for the things that they need to talk about.
Somebody put a call into Beyonce. Get her here for halftime.
Kick is blocked.
What a half for the Colts.
Is that Malik Reed in there? That was Isaiah Loudermilk. And that is how the first half ends for the Colts. Really frustrating half for them. Can only muster 3 points and end things with a blocked field goal. Be sure to keep it right here for second half action, guys, on Sparkin Sports NFL. We will be back.
Again in Indiana between the Steelers and the Colts. Ryan steps through and intercepted by James Pierre.
Just a real mess.
Ngakoue gets another.
It's about as good as it gets.
Catch is made by George Pickett. As he hands here, Harris, touchdown.
Good job of punching into the end zone.
Target everything you need to holiday your way. Second half about to get underway. The Colts will get the ball to start the second half, trailing by 13. 16-3 is the score after a half. And for Kenny Pickett, he's outplayed Matt Ryan, period. Pass yards, yards on the ground. He's really played a solid first half. And as we welcome you into the broadcast booth, Joe Buck, Troy Aikman, Lisa Salters down on the field, John Perry just off camera. We'll talk about this Colts offense. They have a lot to get right after a first half where they just didn't get anything going, really on the ground or through the air.
You know, the only guy on their offense that did anything was Jonathan Taylor. Good things happen as they usually do when he has the ball. And, you know, we heard Jeff Saturday saying the looks that they're getting run the football. Well, the looks they're getting means they should be throwing the ball, but they can't protect Matt Ryan. And then when they have, there just hasn't been, you know, really a whole lot of separation from these wide receivers. So yards have been hard to come by. We'll see if they are able to get anything going to start this second half. But that was a pretty dismal showing offensively for the first 30 minutes.
Check in with Lisa after the kick. And electing to bring it out is Dallas Flowers. Full head of steam. Flowers. No flags. Getting a block. Tripped up and down inside the 20. Exactly what the Colts needed to start the half.
Boy, Flowers just takes this ball and just takes off like he shot out of a cannon. Just middle return, and there he goes. I mean, there was no hesitation in him at all when he got that ball.
That was an 89-yard return. He started 8 yards deep in the end zone. You just don't see that.
No, you
anymore.
don't. And then there was just no hesitation whatsoever. I mean, when that ball was in the air, he knew he was bringing it out.
Can the Colts do anything from the 19 as they hand to Taylor? First half, Taylor averaged 5 yards a play when he touched the ball. Everybody else, 2 yards a play. He carries here for a couple over the right side as Ogunjobi made the stop for Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the way that it's been offensively for this team, is that there's Jonathan Taylor and,
all right,
and then
guys,
there's everyone
second
else.
down and 8 following the return by Dallas Flowers.
That's the
The
first
guy
thing
I've
they've had
never
to get
heard of
excited
before.
about.
You guys
Played at
completely
Pittsburgh
missed
State.
my call of that return
rookie
there because my stupid mic was off.
And a college free agent.
Second down and 8
for
now.
him on Monday Night
Colts
Football, second and 8.
have the ball at the Steelers 17. Man, that mic completely threw me off. Hand
Taylor
off Taylor.
carries. And he carries the pile
and
to the 11.
Gets the 11-yard line. Good gain there. Third down and short for the Colts.
Gain of 6, third down and 2 coming up.
Yeah, we don't get a
6 on
chance
that
to, unfortunately, watch Jonathan Taylor enough. But he's just one of those
Third
guys
down and 2.
that, when you look around the league, that sure is fun to watch play.
Ryan scanning, firing, complete. First down and goal
receiver,
from 3.
and the catch is made.
Harris Campbell.
That's Paris Campbell, his first
Good
of the
to
night.
see him healthy.
To
That's
set
his
up
first
first and goal.
reception.
An 8-yard
Dude, he
completion.
struggled with
Paris
injuries
Campbell,
in
he
his
comes
first few
open
seasons
so
of his career,
quickly
but
that he
wide
kind
open
of
there,
turns
the
around
speedy
and
man.
just shuffles. But we see a lot of throws like this, and I don't know exactly what's happening. If it's the receiver who's just not settling in
First down and goal now
showing
from
his
the
numbers,
2.
or if it's an off
Single
throw
tight
by
end to the
Ryan,
left
but
side and Mo Alley
it should have been a
Cox.
walk-in.
Ryan
There's
hands
Taylor.
it off. It's Taylor,
Taylor,
to the goal line. Touchdown Colts. Their first of the night. And a much better opening
thanks
drive
to
to
that
the second half for the
return by
Indianapolis
Dallas
Colts
Flowers, the
offense.
Colts
All
are back in
set
the
up
ballgame.
by that epic return by the guy you've never
Well, they
heard
needed
of
a
before,
spark.
Dallas Flowers.
And Flowers is the one who provided it in the kicking game. We got
I've
Nelson. He does a good
never
job
heard
on
of
his
Dallas
guy. And
Flowers before, but
Jonathan Taylor goes and picks it up.
brings the spark to this Colts team that they needed.
Good job of finishing it off.
13
One thing
votes
to
in our
get the
poll so
return,
far.
but based on what we had
Looks
seen,
like 62%
that
of you
first
guys
half,
are on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
that didn't mean a whole lot. But
that just
Indianapolis,
gave
to
the
their
Colts a
credit,
spark
able
here.
to punch it in for a touchdown.
Chase McLaughlin.
4th rushing touchdown for Taylor this
Extra
season.
point.
Had 18 to lead the league last year. And this to make it a 6-point game.
And the kick is good.
McLaughlin knocks
16-10
it through.
Colts.
89
16-10
yards.
Steelers, excuse me. 89-yard return there by Mr. Nobody, Dallas Flowers. So, Matt Ryan now 6 for 14 through the air for 44 yards. Jonathan Taylor, Jesus. Excuse me. Jonathan Taylor, 9 carries, 45 yards and a touchdown. Michael Pittman, 2 receptions for 16 yards in this game. He is still the Colts' leading receiver. Steelers getting ready to get the ball for the first time here in the second half. Win probability is currently in favor of the Steelers, still at 65.1%. They have had 232 total yards of offense in this game as compared to 90 for the Indianapolis Colts. 21 minutes and 58 seconds of total possession for the Steelers, 9 minutes and 58 seconds for the Colts. 16 total Pittsburgh first downs and 6 total Indianapolis first downs. Colts have run 26 plays for 90 yards, averaging 3.5 yards per play. The Steelers have run 43 plays, 232 yards, averaging 5.4 yards per play. Steelers have definitely been really efficient in this game. Like we got 13 votes on our poll still. If you guys have yet to participate in our poll and voice your opinion as to who you think is going to win this game, but go ahead and visit the pinned comment above. Also, guys, we are inching closer and closer to that 600 subscriber mark, so it would be really awesome if you could help us out and get us closer to that 600 subscriber mark. Next week, got Saints Buccaneers Monday Night Football. I will be streaming that game as well.
Kids, phone the neighbors. We got a game.
We are back here in Indianapolis.
6-point affair. And I don't think anybody came in thinking
here.
Dallas Flowers, a college free agent from Pittsburgh State,
Pittsburgh
was
State.
going to ignite this Colts team, but he did with an
and
89-yard kick
against the
return.
Steelers. That's so cool.
The longest
Dallas
for the Colts
Flowers.
since week 5 of 2020.
Steven
and let's
Sims
check in with Lisa
fields the
Salters.
kickoff there.
Guys,
Touchback
Najee
Steelers
Harris
begin
went back to the Steelers
from
locker
25.
room early before the first half even ended. He had been in and out of the game in that first half, obviously dealing with something. The Steelers are now calling it an abdominal issue, and Harris's night is over. He will not return to the stage.
Oh, that's a big loss for
All right, Lisa,
Pittsburgh.
well, that's bad news as their top
So now
running
they're gonna
back
be
is
depending
gone.
on Anthony
Mentioned he's been
McFarland
bothered
and
by a
Benny
foot
Snell
injury
in
since
this
training
one.
camp. He was making his 28th
Twins
consecutive
right
start
for
tonight.
Pittsburgh.
Hasn't missed a game, but he
Tight
can't
end
finish
goes
this
in
one.
motion.
From the 25, Pickett
swings it out, low
skips
throw,
that in
incomplete.
Deontay Johnson, the target. And the Steelers, you mentioned this early, they had a good first half against Cincinnati last week and then just were shut down in the second half, and they're trying to right that wrong here tonight as they lead by 6.
Yeah, and coming into this game, as we mentioned, I did not expect the Steelers to have the success that they've been able to have running the ball. And Najee Harris, as Lisa pointed out, he's been banged up. He was the least effective of the runners.
Here's
here
McFarland.
to McFarland.
Nice
and
carry,
Anthony
got
McFarland
9.
with a nice gain of 9. Tackle made by
Yeah, McFarland's had a
Thomas
nice
there
first
for
half.
the-
Snell had a nice
for the
first
Colts.
half, and then when Kenny Pickett has tucked the ball and taken
third
off, he's
down
been
and
able to
1
pick
coming
up
up
some
here
key
for
yards
Pittsburgh.
as well. That's good, tough running. by McFarland, and it was obvious in visiting with Mike Tomlin. He was excited about what he was going to do.
And good tackle in the backfield. Zaire Franklin, the linebacker.
On third down and less than one.
Denver knows all about getting shotgun on third down and short in an obvious run situation.
Makes the play on third down
blows that one up.
and forces a punt from Pittsburgh.
As Zaire Franklin, 44, right there. He comes in and he's able to make the play. And
4 and out.
Really good job by this Colts defense. A number of guys right there in the middle.
Dallas Flowers is back waiting for the punt.
Send
First
it away to Mr. Hero, Dallas Flowers.
Indianapolis's defense. And this
Flowers
punt.
let this one go, and
perfect.
It'll be out of bounds at the 12.
And out of bounds inside the 15. Right back on offense, Matt Ryan and
Matt
the Colts.
Ryan and the Colts coming back out. Their second offensive possession of the half. They were able to get something finally going there on offense and pick up their first touchdown. Let's see if they can respond with back-to-back touchdowns. Win probability now sitting at 64.3% in favor of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Jesus. Big NFL news, of course. Browns quarterback Deshaun Watson has been reinstated from his suspension and is in line to start this week for the Browns against his former team, the Houston Texans. Definitely, you can say what you will about Deshaun off the field, but on the field, he's proven in the past to be a difference maker. But of course, this will be his first time seeing game action in over 70 or 700 days. So we'll see where things are with Deshaun and his body and all that stuff.
Three against
All right,
Pittsburgh,
guys, we're back in
4
Indianapolis
against the Patriots. And one of those losses against the Patriots stings a little more than any of the others. It's a 6-point game.
Colts down by 6 here.
And starting from
Taking
his
over
own
the
12.
second time here in the second
Trying
half.
to get some traction still on offense. They have
Ryan
only
in the gun
90
with
yards
Taylor
of
in the
offense, the
backfield.
Colts.
6 for
compared to
14 through the
196
Matt
yards
Ryan
in
for
kick
44
returns.
yards and a pick.
89 a moment ago by Dallas
After
Flowers.
Dillon goes in motion, they hand it
Handoff
here.
is to Taylor,
Jonathan
and dancing
Taylor,
behind his blocking ends up
forward,
getting 4.
gets
You mentioned that
4 or
loss
5.
to the Patriots in the Super Bowl, and can't even imagine how many times he's thought about that.
Give him 4, second down and 6.
Over the years since then. There's losses, and then there are losses, and that one was a tough one.
28-3. That Super Bowl played in Houston. Second down and 6.
From the 16-yard line. Matt Ryan drops back.
Ryan fires, and the pass is caught, and fighting for
That
the
is
first down is the rookie
Woods.
Woods.
Wiggling forward to the
Had a
23,
drop in
that'll
the
move
first
chains
half.
to the
That's his
Colts.
second catch, and this one good for 7.
Well, you just watch this offense, though, and even, I mean, at some point, you got to take a shot down the field. You just got to get them off of the receivers, and you can do that with no protection if you get back there and throw it.
To give it to Taylor, and Taylor
And as typical, Jonathan Taylor pushes a pile of bodies forward and gets 5.
But boy, you watch this, and when you look at the numbers for this Colts offense, you would walk away saying, wow, they're middle of the NFL in terms of completions of 20 yards or more. Those are all run after the catch. I mean, they're near the bottom in attempts beyond 20 yards. And
Ryan.
Here's one for Woods.
That is complete. It is Woods.
Catch for a first down.
That is my guy, Jelani Woods. Another first down. What a spinning catch there by Jelani.
That's the deepest throw of the night right there. And that should have been a bigger play than it was. I mean, it just, boy, it's challenging to throw and catch a football if you're wearing a horseshoe on the side of your helmet.
Handoff.
Handoff to Taylor on first down.
Another fighting effort from Taylor.
At 28.
Gain of 14.
13 yards the hard way, and Fitzpatrick ends up making the tackle. That was impressive.
This guy's amazing. Give him a pay raise.
I
mean, he gets hit right here, and he just carries a couple guys with him, breaks tackles, and it's over and over. I mean, the numbers that he's been able to put up.
The Steelers. Taylor.
They ride him here to the 41.
Yeah, there's a lot of discussion, as we know, when you start talking about players in the league today.
Another
who's the best quarterback, who's the best
Colts.
running back, wide receiver, whatever it is. And, you know, whatever that list is at running back, he's top 3. And the other 2, I believe, are Nick Chubb and Derrick Henry. But you can arrange them however you want. But we're watching one of the best in the game. And it's just a shame that he hasn't had a whole lot of support around him this year.
Matt Ryan.
Second down and 7.
Stepping
Ryan
out of trouble.
steps up, finds his receiver Campbell, and Paris
Campbell,
is going to fight and
he's going to be a yard shy.
Half a yard short of the first down. They mark him back at the 35. As
Matt
Fitzpatrick
Ryan
and Miles Jack combine on the stop, 3rd and 1.
Yep, and they're staying ahead of the chains. And I mean, I'd have to think if they do come up short here, they are in 4-down territory.
They give it to Taylor.
Here is Taylor.
I don't think he gets there. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Good job by that Steelers.
We'll find out.
Line.
Coach Saturday gets to make a decision.
Saturday looks like he's going to go for it here.
They'll go for it as Edmonds made that last stop.
You have to imagine the decision had already been made.
ESPN Analytics says 2 yards or less. Go for it. It's 4th down and less than 1.
Ryan under center. Trying that hard count. Maybe they're just going to try to draw him off sides. And in motion for the Colts. Yeah, they're not snapping this thing.
Trying to draw him off sides.
Nope, they do. Matt Ryan
over the top for the first
forward.
down. Wow.
Rare quarterback sneak run by him. And
I will tell you, I'm not a fan of holding the offensive line as long as he did.
Ryan.
You know, when you're talking about 4th and 1, these guys want to come off the ball. So I didn't like that he was holding them at the line as long as he was. I thought they were going to go for it.
They were just trying
but then he held them so long, I didn't think that they would snap the ball, that they were just maybe trying to draw him off sides. And there they go. All that being said, great job by the offensive line hanging in there
first down and 10
not flinching
from the 46.
When they're trying to come off and pick up a first down.
Ryan fires.
Mo Alley-Cox flag on the play. In the secondary.
Miles Jack makes the tackle. Flag is in the secondary.
Alley-Cox gets the catch. We'll see who it's against.
It might be on Mo Alley-Cox.
Oh, it could be offensive pass.
Miles Jack was in coverage.
Let's see.
There was definitely a lot of collision at the top of that route.
This is going to be a very interesting call here from Bill Vinovich, our referee.
Holding. Defense number 51. Penalty decline. Result of the play. First down.
Yeah, the Colts, they even thought it was on them. They didn't even move the huddle. They were standing right there waiting for it to come back.
He totally hooks on to Alley-Cox there.
John Perry is with us down to our right. A lot of contact on that one.
Yeah, two-step process. See the restriction, look back, find the ball in the quarterback's hand. Defensive hold for a call.
First down and 10 from the 22
and so the
of
catch
the
stands. There have been only 2 accepted penalties all game.
Set to the left side.
Ryan, quick throw. Mo Alley-Cox now.
Again.
with the last 2 receptions brought down by Devin Bush here after a gain of just 3.
Devin Bush with the Steelers. 3, second down and 7.
And the ball inside
Good
the 20.
drive so far for the Colts. 11 plays, 69 yards. Almost 5.5 minutes off the clock. From the 19, second and 7. Single tight end, or 2 tight ends set on each side. Matt Ryan fires.
Pittman can't make the
Broken up
catch.
by
3rd down.
Pittman. Devin Bush was there. 3rd down.
Kind of got what they wanted. No Jonathan Taylor in the backfield on that play, so you figure, well, they're going to throw it. You got Pittman on the shallow crosser. He's got a step and just. I don't think there was a hand on it, just a touch behind him, and trying to catch it there off the back shoulder pad as he's running across. Not an easy one to make, but one you hope you might.
3rd down and 7.
They got Taylor back in, but 3rd down and 7.
All 3 of them to the right.
Big body
now.
tight end
Campbell
Jelani
comes in
Woods.
motion. Woods isolated to the left side.
Back out
Matt
there for the
Ryan
Colts. 3rd
looking
down.
right.
Ryan
Fires.
makes the
Woods,
catch,
a
and
little
he's short of
short.
1st down yardage. Tackled
Jeff
by
Saturday
Watt.
already went for it on 4th down once on this drive, and you got to know he's going for it again.
And the field goal unit will come on.
Oh, nope.
For Indianapolis.
They're going to take the 3 points.
Yeah, crowd not happy about it at all. Just these completions, all these underneath throws. Just
there.
There was an opportunity in behind it. I didn't see exactly who the receiver was that was coming in on a dig route, but Ryan just quick to get the ball out of his hands, try to get the completion, but not nearly enough.
Yard less than an extra point.
ESPN Analytics says 1 yard or less, go for it. This is 2.
Oh, Steelers might be offsides.
Flag on the play.
Oh,
the kick is good, but if this is on the Steelers, it'll be
looks
a
like
first
number
down, and
20
it
was
is.
offsides, and the Steelers just
Cameron
gifted
Sutton
the Colts
came
a first
across,
down.
and this will be a first down by penalty.
Offside. Defense number 20.
Oh, man. You normally don't see a
What
Mike
a
Tomlin
gift.
coach team make mental errors like that. But Cam Sutton just
Right at the
gifted
bottom
the
of the
Colts a
screen.
free first down. Very obviously offsides. Trying to jump the count. Jeff Saturday fired up.
And Jeff Saturday's team.
Now a first down and goal here for Indianapolis.
As the ball inside the 10 at the moment.
Inside the 10-yard line.
They are going to place it at the 9, 1st and goal.
Two tight ends set to the left side. From the 9-yard line.
Surely you come back here and you hand it off to Jonathan Taylor.
Pittman in motion.
Which they do. Taylor cuts back,
Jonathan,
takes it to the 6.
And he will get to the 6-yard line. Gain of 3.
Malik Reed, who was a cut-down day pickup from the Denver Broncos, made that stop. 2nd and goal.
We actually traded.
I think you come back, you give it to Jonathan Taylor 3 more times if that's what it requires.
Steelers traded for Malik Reed.
I like my chances with the
Second down
ball in
and
his
goal.
hands with 3 chances to cross the goal line.
From the 6. Ali Cox goes in motion. Ryan
throws it
floating
away.
out of bounds.
Out of the back of the end zone to bring up
Campbell
3rd down and
pulls the
goal.
receiver in the area, and Ryan had nowhere to go. He just throws it away.
Well, I watched some of this, and I mentioned it on the previous play. Like Paris Campbell over there, number 1, he's working the back line, and man, I don't know.
Yeah,
This
3rd and
passing
goal.
attack is pretty dreadful.
Trips to the left side.
But if you
I
got
agree,
man
it is
coverage, you
pretty
got to run.
Third
dreadful.
down and goal. Ryan end zone
End
shot.
zone.
Pass is incomplete.
There's a
For
flag.
Fitzpatrick in coverage
with
on
coverage there
Woods.
is Jelani Woods.
And the call, it appears, is against Pittsburgh.
It looks like this is going to be on Fitzpatrick.
Pass interference. Defense number 39. The foul occurred in the end zone. The ball replaces the 1 yard line. Automatic first
And
down.
once Once again, Steeler penalties are going to gift the Colts a first down and goal. Yep, Woods pretty clearly getting held up there by Minka.
Thought initially he might be playing the ball, but the left arm, I guess that's what he's seeing, right, John?
Right, and that's going to prevent him from elevating and getting to the height of the football.
That should have been a
Brings
false
up first and goal. Taylor dropped
Taylor
it.
fumbles it,
And Matt Ryan
looks like
is
he falls
there.
on it. Oh no, they're going to say
Steelers
it's
say they
Pittsburgh
have
ball.
it, no indication yet.
I think the ref indicated Pittsburgh. Let's see. Chris Wormley comes out of the pile with it, and I think that was an indication.
And
that's
it is Pittsburgh's ball. Let's take another look.
The exchange was not
Taylor
clean.
never got it. Ryan was there.
Ryan thought he had it, but
did not
Chris
recover the
Wormley
fumble.
ends up coming on top of it there for Pittsburgh.
And a first and goal at the 1 ends up in a giveaway
And
as
this Colts team is so disastrous. The Steelers gift you 2 first down and goals, and you return the favor with that. Oh man, this offense is so bad. God. Matt Ryan now 12 for 22 through the air for 92 yards and the pick. Not a good day from him at all. Jonathan Taylor, 15 carries for 73 yards and a touchdown. Jelani Woods is now the Colts' leading receiver, 4 receptions for 37 yards. Kenny Pickett's been pretty solid in this one, 14 for 19 through the air for 133 yards. Najee Harris has been okay, 10 carries, 35 yards and a touchdown. George Pickens, 2 catches for 44 yards. 241 total yards of offense for the Steelers as compared to 168 for the Colts. 2 total Indianapolis turnovers now. 23 minutes of total possession for the Steelers and just 17 minutes of total possession for the Colts. Steelers barely leading in the first down category though. 16 total first downs as compared to 13 in favor of Pittsburgh. And the win probability for the Steelers just shot back up to 67.2% following the turnover. Again, guys, if you have yet to participate in our poll and make your voice heard as to who you think's going to win in this game, I appreciate you do so. Up in the pinned comment above, looks like we got 14 votes so far. 64% of you guys are on the Pittsburgh Steelers to hold on and win this one. Also, guys, it would really be awesome if you could sub to the channel. We're getting really close to 600. Yeah, I agree. Steelers certainly have not been great in their own right. Their run game's been okay but again, Najee now out for the game. They got to ride the rest of the way with Anthony McFarland and Benny Snell. There's Chris Wormley who had the fumble recovery.
Jonathan Taylor.
Well, Jonathan Taylor, I think the fumble action should be on Jonathan Taylor. He just grabbed at the ball rather than keeping the pocket open. You know, that's the first thing they teach kids when they start football.
Here's Snell. After the takeaway,
Benny Snell.
Benny Snell reminding the Steelers what he can do at running back to the fumble.
Yeah, you're going to see Ryan goes to place it in there, and then he just closes down on it. I mean, there's nothing Matt Ryan can do there. He's trying to hand it off to him and put it in his belly, and Jonathan Taylor just was looking at the hole and collapsed on it and didn't have it.
You got to focus on securing the ball.
You take that handoff
look downfield
a few hundred times a year, and
now second down and 2.
Take it for granted, and then it
outside the 10
comes back and gets you in a moment like this.
Second Colts turnover of the game, and the Steelers survived those 2 big defensive penalties. As Benny Snell, who got 8 on first down,
maybe a yard,
gets nothing here, and Zaire Franklin made that tackle. That, by the way, for the Colts, their first fumble on a play at the 1-yard line since Frank Gore of Week 2
Let's see
of
if
2015.
The Steelers offense can avoid yet another 3-and-out.
Thinking they have a chance after all this mess to take the lead, and they fumble at the 1 on first and goal. Third down and 2 for Pittsburgh.
Here for Pittsburgh. Bunch formation, including Anthony McFarland to the right side. Empty backfield for Pickett.
They trust Pickett to throw.
Looks left and complete.
This one is incomplete.
Nope, it skipped the ground.
As it skipped into George Pickens.
Looking for George Pickens. It was
Fourth
into
down.
pretty heavy traffic. It looked like Pickens had it initially, but
it was the right idea. He has a chance for Pickens, and kind of a little bit of an unorthodox way of trying to go down and make the catch on a ball that low, as opposed to putting the hands with the fingertips to the ground, but just not quite able to make a play on it.
Wesley Harmon.
Just a throw, really, that
set to get rid
not
of
one of Pickens' better throws tonight.
Goal line.
Fourth down, and the punt from Harvin.
He gets run into at the end of it. It's short kick.
And the fair catch by Dallas Flowers.
At the 45 by Dallas Flowers.
So that is back-to-back 3-and-outs forced by the Colts defense. Indy gets it right back, still trailing by 6.
Indianapolis down by 6. Has another shot at it following that ugly turnover. The Pittsburgh offense just gifted them one there. Even though he's out for the game, Najee Harris is still the Steelers' leading rusher with 35 yards. Kenny Pickett, 14 for 20, 133 yards. Win probability is still in favor of the Steelers at 63.2%. Colts set to take over here just inside 3 minutes left to play in this third quarter. Again, guys, just a reminder, we'll be streaming the Patriots and the Bills on Thursday Night Football from Foxborough, Massachusetts. That's going to be a really fun one in this AFC East battle. Obviously, all 4 teams in the AFC East have been pretty solid this year. All 4 teams in the NFC East this year have been solid. It's been the year of the East in the NFL. Buffalo can get that interdivision win there. That'll certainly bode well for them. They still got to deal with Miami in the East, though. Dolphins Bills currently knotted up in the East at 8-3. Jets 1 game behind them, 7-4, and then the Patriots 1 game behind the Jets at 6-5. So that AFC East certainly really tight there. A win in the division for the Buffalo Bills would certainly go a long way for them, and a loss for the New England Patriots definitely would not be ideal. Next Monday night, we got Saints and Buccaneers.
There's no doubt about that. It's a big game in the NFC South. Right now, the Eagles lead the way at 10-1. The Vikings right behind at 9-2, leading in the North. 49ers gathering steam. Cowboys with a win over the Giants. Buccaneers in a playoff spot at 5-6 because they lead the South, but the Saints are 1 win behind them. So the division is under 500, but somebody's going to the playoffs out of the South, and that's a big game 1 week from tonight in Tampa, Florida.
Somebody's got to win it.
Somebody's got to go.
First down and 10.
Colts trying to win their 5th of the season.
45-yard line.
And snap a 7-game losing streak to the Steelers. In doing so is Ryan.
Climbs the pocket.
For the
fires, it's delivered. What a throw by Matt Ryan, hitting the honey hole.
I guess a catch.
And yep, Woods was
the
able to hold on.
Ball came out. The Steelers sideline says incomplete. Right now, it's a catch and a fumble out of bounds.
Looked like
let's take another
Woods
look.
Was able to hold on. Let's take another look
That's
here.
the best throw Ryan's had. I mean, they got the corner who's coming off. Levi Wallace is coming off and making a play on him.
Colts hurry up so that the Steelers don't get a chance to challenge or look at it again. It was a 16-yard completion to Woods. Here's a look. Catch. He's got the ball, and then it's punched out.
And fumble. Multiple steps. That ball's pinned in the arm.
TJ Watt knocked it out, but out of bounds it went. Now 2nd and 6.
Play action for Ryan.
Fake it to Taylor.
Dumping Woods.
Jelani Woods is wrapped up immediately by Alex Highsmith.
Alex Highsmith, normally an edge rusher, but can occasionally
and
drop
again,
out
you
in
keep
coverage.
expecting them to just hand the ball off to Jonathan Taylor. It's not happening. It's 3rd and 6.
Third
And that
down and
surprises
6 for
me a little bit
Indianapolis.
because it was fairly obvious when Parks Frazier took over a few weeks ago when Saturday got the head coaching job that's what the mandate was from Saturday, and that's what we watched. But you know, the struggles that they've had, and yet they've still thrown the ball a lot more than I would have anticipated.
Ashton Doolin
brings
goes
up
in
third
motion.
down and 6.
Ryan drops back, steps
Ryan.
up, fires,
He's got
complete. Jelani
Jelani
Woods has
Woods
been his favorite
sets up
target
first and
tonight.
goal.
My favorite tight end coming out of this draft sets up first and goal. Rookie out of Maryland, Nick Virginia, sorry.
His best game of his rookie season, Jelani Woods for 28.
We haven't said a lot
Rookie out of
about
Virginia,
T.J.
Jelani
Watt, and
Woods.
Braden Smith overall has done a
Absolutely
really nice
phenomenal.
job tonight. And the
Brings
pressure
nice
off the edge,
athleticism at
Ryan
the
helps
tight
him
end
out,
position,
stepping up
big
in the
body.
pocket. And then you got Woods on the crosser
First down
and a
and
nice
goal.
throw.
Jonathan Taylor.
Here's Taylor. It'll be
for
second
2.
and goal. Meanwhile,
Second goal
Jelani
from
Woods
5.
came in with 7 catches for 79 yards on the season. He's got 7 catches for 81 yards tonight.
Love it.
He's been
Breakout
he's
game
been
for my
Ryan's
guy,
go-to
Jelani
guy.
Woods.
About his only guy, quite honestly. But going back to it, Jonathan Taylor, of course, a big night. Jelani Woods, a big night. And Braden Smith
probably
is having a big night as well. And anytime you're not calling off an offensive lineman's name when they're going up against T.J. Watt and all that he can do, he's been good.
Ryan
Second
from the
and goal.
gun, looking,
Ryan,
end zone.
Pittman.
Caught! Touchdown, Michael Pittman.
Colts.
Good throw there. Ryan just lobs it up. Michael Pittman boxes out the defender. 6-yard touchdown reception. Colts tie it and are an extra point away from
Indianapolis
taking
backs
the lead.
up their first play from scrimmage for over 20 yards on that 28-yarder to Jelani Woods. A handoff to Taylor and the touchdown from 6 yards out to Michael Pittman.
Well, Michael Pittman,
6
he's
plays,
matched up against
55
James
yards,
Pierre.
2 minutes and 40 seconds off the
they've
clock there for the
they've
Colts on that
shown,
drive.
the Steelers have, that they can be had
Critical
in the
extra
passing
point.
game. And
Mike
Woods was able to get
Chase
freed up. They were able to
McLaughlin.
hit him, and then they hit the touchdown to Pittman.
A little bit of a high snap, and the
First lead of the night
kick is
for
good.
Indianapolis.
Indianapolis
13
takes
to
the
nothing
lead,
and 16 to
17 to
3.
16.
And now lead 17-16. Here's the
Hit
score
Michael
by
Pittman there in that
Jr.
little
Well,
goal
Pierre
line
jumps
fade,
hard
working
inside.
against
He's
James
taking away the
Pierre.
slant route, which opens.
What a throw by Matt Ryan. What a catch by Michael Pittman. Again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. If you could just smash that like button, that would be absolutely awesome. It's a free and easy way that you can help show your support for the channel. Helps tell YouTube to push us out to even more NFL fans. Currently, win probability is now in favor of the Indianapolis Colts at 56.8% after they take the lead. 16 seconds left to play in the third quarter. .249 total Steeler yards as compared to 223 for Indianapolis, so they are definitely catching up. They're also catching up in terms of time of possession. 24 minutes and 39 seconds for the Steelers, 20 minutes and 5 seconds for the Colts. Really seems like late in the second quarter and early in the third quarter here, the Colts have just kicked it into another gear. Teams are even in the first down category with 16 apiece, although the Colts are currently still losing the turnover battle with two turnovers. Had they not been losing the turnover battle, they would probably be ahead even more in this game. Matt Ryan, 16 for 26 through the air, 142 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. Jonathan Taylor's been pretty solid, 17 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown. And Jelani Woods, rookie tight end out of Virginia, absolutely phenomenal. 7 receptions for 81 yards. Oh, we're back.
Steelers have yet to pick up a first down in this third quarter.
Rolls out.
And
Nice,
this
complete,
is a juggle and incomplete
juggled
for
it.
George Pickens.
George Pickens.
Second and 10.
Second down and 10 seconds
Well, he
left
kind
to
of,
play in the
I'm
third
no
quarter.
wide receiver, but he kind of comes at this ball the same way he did on that in route that we saw earlier, and just not quite able to secure it as he goes down. A couple missed opportunities now that what should have been pretty easy completions.
0 for 3
Second down and 10, 10 seconds left in the quarter. And a handoff to Snell, and he's wrapped
Benny
up
Snell,
by
not
Okereke.
much, maybe a yard. Bobby Okereke, the linebacker,
Eric Johnson in there as well. And off to the
That'll
fourth
take us
quarter
to
we
the end
go.
of the
Colts
third quarter.
trying to stay alive in the AFC playoff pick.
Colts lead 17-16 into the third quarter. This would certainly be a big win for them if they could get it. It would move them up to 5-6-1. Pittsburgh Steelers again staring down a very likely losing season, their very first under Mike Tomlin. Their first year of the post-Ben Roethlisberger era and their first year of the Kenny Pickett era. Man, that was a near catch there by George Pickens on the sideline. The ball barely skipped the ground on that one. But what a game by the rookie tight end, Jelani Woods, man. Again, guys, I'd really appreciate if you could smash that like button and subscribe to the channel while you're at it. We're really, really close to 600 subscribers here on Sparkin Sports NFL. I really think that we can get there by the end of the week.
Steelers first half 43 plays, 232 yards. Third quarter 8 plays, 18 yards, and here they are with a third down and long. Welcome to the booth. And now pressure on Pittsburgh to do something on offense.
Yeah, they've already had 2 back-to-back 3-and-outs, and this would be another. So the offense obviously needs to get something going so that they can try to sustain a drive. But just as important to that is them picking up the first down so that their defense doesn't have to get right back out onto the field. They've been on the field a lot. They're in that first quarter, and the Colts took advantage of it.
now. Twins to
They're
the
down
left
at 9.
side. Pickett retreating.
Pickett
sets
sliding,
his feet,
fires, and the
fires,
pass is caught
and
over
it
the middle.
is complete
What
to
a
George
throw and
Pickens
catch, and
over
this
the
time
middle.
the rookie Pickens
Hitting him
hangs
on that
on.
dig round, a
With
good
Mason
strong
all
catch
over him.
there by
Yeah,
George
it was
Pickens.
pretty good coverage too, and so
Good throw by Pickens
nice
as
catch
well.
by him,
Patiently
and
hanging
then you
in
got to
the
make that
pocket
throw, and as he's sliding to
and
his
delivers
left,
a strike.
leads him
to George
perfectly to where he can
Pickens.
go make a play on
Leads
it.
it
At
to
the
where
end of the
Pickens can
play,
go and
E.J.
get it.
Speed came in and got his arm up and hit quarterback Kenny Pickett in the helmet right here.
Oh.
And
I've
they
seen
called
more than that called
a
for roughing
personal
the
foul
passer,
for
and
roughing the
they
passer,
did.
and that tacks on 15
And that's
yards.
gonna tack on 15
Is that a forcible
more.
blow, John?
Yeah, I think that high, that late,
Ooh.
that force doesn't need to be as much. I
Nope,
think it is
it does
roughing the
not.
passer.
And
It's
they're
a
normally gonna
13-yard
give him
completion
protection in
and
that head
15
and neck
yards on the
area.
penalty.
Very obvious contact there. First down and 10, and they stop play.
And an announcement from Bill Vinovich.
We need a clock adjustment.
We need a clock adjustment. Got you, Bill. You can just tell us
Please
what we
reset the
need to
game
adjust
clock
it
to 14:45.
Bill's been a ref for a conference championship game or a Super Bowl in 7 of the past 8 years.
Wow.
They reset the clock, and a first down for Pittsburgh.
Obviously, Bill was the
46
referee
of
on that
Indianapolis.
very
Well, that's
controversial
go back to
NFC
that third down and
championship
long.
game
What a
2018
throw
season between the Saints and the Rams.
by
the
Kenny
blown
Pickett
pass interference
and
call.
a catch there by Pickens,
Tommy Lee
who
Lewis
had
and Cal
dropped
Coleman.
the 2 prior targets but that was huge.
First down and 10.
First down of the half.
Here's Oshesky, gadget guy.
And Gunner spins for 9.
Spins to the nut for a gain of 9.
I like this guy, Oshesky. He doesn't get a whole lot of opportunities, but, you know, he's like the Tasmanian devil when he does. He flies around, body bouncing all over the place. Takes it, and just a tough player.
Third carry of the season, got 9.
Hey, 44. 44.
Second down and 1 now from 37 yards.
Right down here, 1-on-1.
And to Snell.
Benny Snell with a burst, and he is tackled
the 25,
at the 25-yard. That was a touchdown-saving tackle there. And number 32 of the Colts.
Zaire Franklin here.
Franklin
he
missed a tackle
doesn't
there.
quite feel the hole as it opens up and gets caught in the traffic.
Yeah, he does.
And you see that hole then that opens
washed
up
out of there
by not playing gap responsibility
there by the safety Julian Blackman.
First down for Pittsburgh.
Benny
Steelers
Snell,
at over 5
carries,
yards per
48
carry,
yards, 6 yards
5.2
per
yards
clip.
of rush.
He's been really solid. Steven Sims now goes in motion. Play action.
Fake it to Snell. Set up a tight end screen for Gentry, and he's wrapped up. A loss on the play of 3.
Up there. Zaire Franklin,
Kenny Moore and Zaire Franklin made the stop.
Really great job by Kenny Moore. He's the guy who really bogged it down, and then Franklin, 44, comes in and helps finishing him off. But he plays aggressively, and he works through that block, and then Franklin finishes him up. It's a good job. I thought they've had a couple opportunities now. They did on that first down play. They tried to screen. It doesn't work, but they've had a couple chances with Deontay Johnson. Here he is again.
Twins
if they want to take it.
Colts showing pressure.
Second
They're
down
coming.
and 14 as a result of that play. Here's
coming.
Johnson.
He gets it off to Deontay Johnson. Deontay makes a move. The flag is down. Deontay is down to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, it was all good until after he got the ball in his hands, and there were a few windows there after he catches it. He's got the slant route.
Well, Buck said there was a flag,
if you just put your foot in the ground and go north and south, just know the situation and what you got to do. But he could have hit it right there, and he goes and he'd be able to pick up the first down.
Joe Buck.
Instead, he took what would have been a first down and makes this now 3rd and 6.
Tight end in motion. Pickett takes the snaps, steps up, fires, complete.
Pass is complete to Freiermuth, first and goal.
First down and goal from inside the 5.
Perfect throw from Kenny Pickett.
Perfect throw. Gus Bradley doesn't bring a lot of pressure. He brought 6 on the prior third down. This time he brings 5, and it's man-to-man and a really good route by Freiermuth, and that ball then has to be out in front, put it on him, and Kenny Pickett throws a perfect pass.
17-yard completion. And a first and goal. With the ball, they just moved it up to the 3. An impressive answer to the Colts taking their first lead of the night.
First and goal from the 3.
Converted on a 3rd and 9 early in this possession. First down.
Play action.
Pickett just pushes it forward, and that one is caught by the fullback Watt.
To Garrett Watt.
And DeForest Buckner was right there. It fooled nobody again of Watt.
Yeah, DeForest Buckner, the timing was totally off once DeForest Buckner gets the pressure up front, upfield. And so that pitch happens a little slower and a little later. And the linemen aren't in a position to be able to then make the block. He's supposed to be able to come in underneath the block, and he wasn't able to.
Second down and goal.
9th different receiver Pickett is found in this game. 2nd and goal.
From the 2-yard line. Twins left. Clock ticking inside. 10 minutes left to play in the game. Kenny floats upstairs.
Johnson incomplete.
Deontay Johnson cannot come down with it, and now he's
Faison was in coverage.
Slow to get up.
3rd down and goal.
Looked like a pretty good throw from here. Let's take a look.
Deontay may have landed on his shoulder there. You can see he was grimacing on that
Great
one.
throw. Johnson has it.
Yeah, good throw from
whether or
Pickett
not he would have
there,
been able to,
Deontay
with Faison
not
right
able
there,
to
but
hold on
Faison
to
wasn't
it.
the one who knocked it out. After he just was unable to secure it. Probably makes the touchdown catch, and Faison not able to strip it.
Kenny Moore is
Kenny
down
Moore is
for
slow to get up for
Indianapolis.
Indianapolis. That's not good. And
Steven
also comes
Sims
off a little
limping
gimpy for
away as well.
Pittsburgh.
3rd down and goal when we come back.
Took an injury timeout here in Indianapolis, just inside 10 minutes left to play. And Sims goes down on a knee, and they tend to Kenny Moore as well. Win probability currently sitting at 63.7% in favor of the Steelers. Again, guys, you could smash that like button. That would be absolutely awesome. Got 14 votes in our poll here. 64% of you guys are on the Pittsburgh Steelers, but thus far, Indianapolis still maintaining that 1-point lead. $20 total first downs for the Pittsburgh Steelers tonight. 307 total yards as compared to 16 total first downs and 223 yards for the Indianapolis Colts. Colts obviously still losing the turnover battle at -2. 29 minutes of total possession for the Steelers, just over 20 minutes for the Indianapolis Colts. Colts have run 48 plays for 223 yards, averaging 4.6 yards per play. Steelers have run 59 plays for 307 yards, averaging 5.2 yards per play. All right, we are back.
Steven Sims on the right just said he's okay. It doesn't look so good for Kenny Moore, who has a game-high 10 tackles in the game. He and Zaire Franklin ran into each other in the end zone, and Moore comes limping away. Meanwhile, here was the chance for Deontay Johnson, who still doesn't have a touchdown on the season, their #1 receiver.
Had a chance for one there, but right here, 3rd down, if they're throwing
All right,
it.
big 3rd down and goal here for the Steelers.
Be looking
Gotta
for Fryer move.
Probably isn't 4th down territory.
Big target.
They're probably going to take the points here. 10-play drive so far, just over 5 minutes
Tony
off the clock.
Brown has taken the spot of Kenny Moore in the lineup.
3rd down and goal. 2 receivers set on each side.
There's Fryer move.
Fryer move from the slot to the right.
Hand
They
off
hand
to
it off.
Snell.
3rd and goal.
He's
Penny
got it.
Snell's
Touchdown,
in.
Pittsburgh back on
Touchdown, Steelers take the lead. And
the
Kenny
Steelers will
Pickett
go for
signaling
2.
that they're going to go for 2 to take a 7-point lead.
Good call. They get the block out here. He's expecting pass. He's not looking into the backfield at all, and the line comes off. Just a pretty easy walk-in.
Oshesky with the block, and now the 2-point try. Steelers have attempted it 1 time this season, and they converted by getting the ball to Deontay Johnson. A 75-yard touchdown drive. An impressive answer.
All right, let's see what they dial up here in this 2-point try. Trips to the right side. Tight end Tanner Gentry in the slot to the left.
Pickett in trouble.
In trouble. Rolling, looking,
End zone,
throwing,
and
end
caught in the
zone.
back of the end
Pickens
zone for
got
2.
it, and that'll
George
convert
Pickens.
the 2 points. What a
7-point
catch in the
game.
back of the end zone by George
We might
Pickens.
be seeing this combination
and the
for a while.
Steelers extend the lead to
Pickens
7.
really helps out
Pickett
his quarterback.
to Pickens.
He's working the back line, but he sees that his quarterback's working his way. Here's Pickens out here, but as you see when Pickett comes out of the pocket and he gets to that back pylon, and once he sees him, starts like he's going across the back line, but then he turns back and gives his quarterback a place to go with the
Finds his
football.
man in the back of the end zone. That is
He's working
top-level
against Tony
quarterback play there by
Brown, the
number
4th-year
8.
pro from Alabama, who had taken the spot of Kenny Moore, who limped away after that collision in the end zone with Zaire Franklin.
That was a big answer right there. Think back, as you said earlier, the 3rd and 9 that they converted. It was a really nice play by Pickett. He was sliding to his left, and then he throws that in-breaking route to Pickens that kept the drive going and ultimately ends with a touchdown.
Boy, just nothing in the second half for Pickett and company before that. 8 plays, 18 yards. But they go 75 yards in 11 plays, and they're back on top, this time by 7. Dallas Flowers.
Matt Ryan.
He returned 189 yards here in the second half.
Flowers
he has a look like he's going to return this one too.
No matter. Here he comes.
Here he comes.
Flowers, full head of steam, and to the 25. That's it.
He will get to the 25.
Be back in 15 seconds after this from State Farm.
I draw on players' faces when they're asleep.
Andy Reid.
Coach, you don't need to get that personal. The State Farm Personal Price Plan just helps you create an affordable price.
It happened again.
Call or click to get a quote today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Commercial. All righty.
Well, under 10 to go, quarter number 4, and
Let's
Matt Ryan
see
back
what the
to
Colts
work.
can do here. Back to work at their own 25-yard line. Twins left. Taylor in the backfield. Ryan.
4-man rush. Taylor out of the backfield, and a good strong tackle made by Millette.
Arthur Millette and Minka Fitzpatrick.
1-yard gain. By the way, TJ Watt, you come in always thinking about him. He's got 1 tackle in this game. That's it.
Yeah,
we haven't talked about him at all.
TJ Watt in this one.
Well, now he's not. He's over on the sidelines.
On the field in this one.
2nd and 9. Ryan pulls it down.
He's going to float out.
Down he goes.
Sacked at the 21.
Brought down by Millette.
Arthur Millette, who was in on that last
tackle. And a loss of 5 on the sack.
Matt Ryan. Looks like they're working on
That's why TJ was not out there on 2nd down.
Yeah, you watch Matt, and boy, there's times when you watch him and you see a 37-year-old quarterback just doesn't move very well.
Pickens pick to pick.
When you get out here,
try saying that
throw it away.
Fast.
Brings up 3rd down 14.
And a mile.
TJ Watt back in.
Denver knows all about 3rd and longs. Ryan
over the middle, and this one is corralled
good job
by Pittman, but way short.
Pittman, but way short.
First down yardage is Fitzpatrick was right there for Pittsburgh, and Matt Ryan comes off the field after a disappointing possession there.
Well, that was a disappointing design play as well.
Ugly possession there for Indianapolis.
I mean, there's no chance. You can run that play the rest of the night. You're not going to get any yards on it. There's just nobody even getting down the field to give yourself a chance on 3rd down to convert.
3rd 3 and out for the Colts in this game. Hawk will punt.
Sims back deep for Pitt. Hawk gets
there is no flag, even though Hawk ended up on the ground, and Sims corrals the punt.
Nice catch by Sims on that punt.
Saturday, and this crowd wanted a flag.
Definitely wants the flag.
Yeah, they did want a flag, but Sims catching that punt, not letting it hit the ground and roll.
Here's another look.
Oh, he ran into the plant leg. That probably should have been a penalty.
No foul.
The voice of John Perry. Steelers up 7.
Steelers with a 7-point lead. .2% win probability now for the Pittsburgh Steelers. 7 minutes and 50 seconds left to go in the game. Matt Ryan certainly cleaned up his play here in the second half, but that was ugly possession nonetheless. Ryan's now 18 for 28 through the air, 147 yards, touchdown, and that first quarter pick. Jonathan Taylor, 17 carries for 78 yards and a touchdown. Again, Jelani Woods has been really solid in this one. 7 receptions, 81 yards. Easily the best game of his young career. Kenny Pickett, 19 for 27 through the air, 168 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. Benny Snell is the Steelers' leading rusher, 9 carries, 50 yards, and a touchdown. Obviously, they lost Najee Harris there towards the end of that first half with an abdominal injury, I believe it was. And George Pickens has had some nice plays in this one, 3 catches for 57 yards, so some nice chunk plays there for number 14. Obviously helped convert on that 2-pointer as well. Again, guys, if you could just smash that like button, I would really, really appreciate it. Kenny Moore now headed to the locker room
Colts
for
cornerback
Indianapolis.
Kenny Moore just headed back to the locker room. We saw him come off the field just a few moments ago. They're calling it a shin injury. He is questionable. 10 tackles so far tonight.
Yeah, he's played a good game. He's one of their best defensive players, and here's where it occurred as he ran in. Zaire Franklin got pushed
there with his own teammate Zaire Franklin
by Dan Moore Jr., and then he banged into the lower body, the shin area of Kenny Moore. So Moore is out. Steelers up 7. After forcing a 3-and-out, they take over at their own 27. Steelers over 150 on the ground, over 150 through the air.
Right.
They hand to Snell.
Benny Snell.
And Snell able to turn this into a 9-yard gain.
Maybe 9 near the 35.
Nothing over on the right side. Ran into a wall of bodies and turned it into a nice
too
game.
big of a hurry to run
start
play
this
here,
drive.
trying to go into
Sure
clock
did.
trading
He's
mode.
made the most of what he's had in carries tonight. He's looked good running the football. Good tough running on that play.
Benny Snell now 10 carries for 58 yards through the
4
ground.
players for the Steelers with 30 or more rush yards. Snell, Harris, Pickett,
center for
McFarland.
Pickett.
Second down and
snap. They
2.
hand it off.
Snell
looks to be a little bit short there.
Is short of first down yardage as Zaire Franklin made that stop.
Franklin also there for Indianapolis. 3rd down and 1.
3rd down for Pittsburgh. Under 7 to go.
Yeah, under 7 to go. And, you know, this drive is very important for both these teams. Obviously, when you look at what the struggles have been for Indianapolis offensively, this defense just can't afford to give up any more points in this game.
Derek Watt in the backfield, offset eye, and they give it to
And
Watt.
And he
gets
forward
the
for the
first down to the 40-yard line.
Just his 4th carry of the season, but he gets a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Derek,
yeah, he doesn't get many opportunities.
First down there.
He hits this thing pretty good. Make the most of them when you get them. But a big conversion there on 3rd and short.
Clock ticking, 6 minutes left to play.
4 for 4 is Derek Watt converting on 3rd down and 1 this season for Pittsburgh.
From the 39,
under
Pickett
6
is
to
in the
go.
gun. Twins left.
Here's Snell. And Snell on first down gets 3. Dangbo on the stop.
Yeah, a little better there on first down. And because Colts looking at this and knowing that Pittsburgh wants to be able to run the ball, keep the clock running, take time off this clock, they have some real favorable looks.
Pittsburgh
then
really
at wide
trying to
receiver,
drain
if they want to take a shot, they have it.
Indianapolis holding on to their timeouts.
They've got Pickens down here at the bottom on Isaiah Rodgers. Of course, now the safeties are showing that maybe they'll give a little bit of help. Nope.
Pickett
looked that
way.
Trouble.
Pickett
on the
spinning.
play,
He's
Pickett is
dumped.
sacked. Tony
Flags
Brown
down. It
gets
might be
the
a
sack.
hold. Tony Brown gets the sack there for Indy.
And the indication is it's
thinking a
against
hold.
Pittsburgh.
Indeed it is.
Holding. Offense number 78. Penalty decline. Result of the play. 3rd down.
Against James Daniels, and the sack will hold up, and the first for Tony Brown.
Greg Tomlin not pleased.
So they bring a 5th guy here. They bring a 5-man rush, and they got.
I don't know about that one. I didn't see a whole lot of holding.
They got the penalty, but they have a free rusher then on Pickett. So when Gus Bradley has needed to come up with something, that's when he's brought the pressure, something he doesn't do a lot of.
Third down and 13 as a result.
Pickett.
He
has to check it down here.
Breaks one tackle.
Long way to go, and he's short.
Fourth down.
Now the Colts are going to have to punt. They do have all 3 of their timeouts, so they're just going to have to trust their defense.
Okereke missed the tackle, and then DeForest Buckner hustling downfield to make the stop from behind. It's 4th and 6.
I called him the Colts
really great
earlier.
effort by Buckner to be able
There's
to come
a reason
back
why
in
I'm not a
behind him and
professional
make that
announcer,
play.
guys.
Good job defensively, making a stop when they had to make it.
His quote after the game tells you all you need to know about DeForest Buckner, a stand-up guy who, when they lost on that touchdown run by Jalen Hurts last week, said everybody in the stadium knew it was going to be a quarterback draw except me.
Massive return earlier in the game is back deep.
2-time Pro Bowler.
One of the rare NFL players that I had literally never heard of before this game. Flowers.
This time it takes a bounce and goes over the head of Flowers.
Bouncing and dying at about the 7.
Down to the 7.
Good punt there by Presley Harvin.
Good time for a 50-yard punt by Presley Harvin.
Indeed it
was. Offense on the field, down 7.
All right, let's see if this Indianapolis offense can go on a methodical drive here. Go downfield and try to tie this thing up. Pittsburgh Steelers do still have all 3 of their timeouts to work with, so you got to imagine they're going to try to burn all 3 of them and get the ball back here for their offense. I don't know why I said that. I'm tired. Yeah, again, there's a reason why I am not a professional announcer, guys. .1 win probability percentage now for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Last gasp here for the Colts. Back in Indy.
In this half. And then
Indy's
did not
had their
recover
shots,
the
man.
fumble Chris Wormley did as Ryan
had some
could
bad
not
breaks go
hang
their
on
way.
to it.
A couple of
They
ugly
also had a
turnovers by
59-yard
Matt
field goal
Ryan.
try at the end of the first half blocked.
21 turnovers this season
for the Colts
Indianapolis
trying to
Colts,
hang
leading
in
the league.
The fringe of the playoff race in the AFC. They've got 93 yards out in front of them, and they need a touchdown.
And you just wonder if they can go
TJ
93 yards the way that they've
area.
approached it to this point. I mean, they've got no big chunk plays. Can they put together? They had a 16-play drive earlier on the drive that they fumbled.
Colts now begin
but
from the 7.
Can they play that style? Here
Ryan
it is, deep.
winding
Here's
up,
a
going
shot
deep
for
over the
Pittman,
middle.
and
Pittman
up to
goes
grab
up and
it.
gets
Good,
it.
Strong.
In
contested
between
catch.
2 defenders,
and a flag is
including
down in the
Terrell
secondary.
Edmonds. And we got a flag down in the secondary as well.
Right at the spot where Pittman made that grab.
Pass interference. Defense number 29. Penalties decline. Result of the play. First down.
Against Levi Wallace. And that 28-yard completion ties for the longest play from scrimmage tonight for the Colts.
Yeah, they haven't really attempted any of these, and that has been the Achilles heel of this defense for the Steelers. They've given up a lot of big plays. They've misplayed balls. This one, they give Levi Wallace for the pass interference, but
It's a tight
Pittman's
call
able to
there,
make the
but
catch
still
anyway.
An incredible catch by Michael Pittman nonetheless.
But they open up this drive, taking a shot, something they've not done all night.
Colts on the
Levi
move.
Wallace
trying
down
to tie
on a
this
knee,
game,
so they
and
take a look
Wallace
at
is
him at the
down
45-yard
following the
line.
Penalty.
So a little air, a little room to breathe for the Colts on offense, as they have been smothered most of the night.
Yeah, smothered and haven't
Wallace is on his feet.
Done anything to get anyone off of them, and that should at least get the Steelers' attention a little bit.
The numbers
First
are good
half,
in the
Matt
second
Ryan,
half
5
for Matt
13
Ryan.
through the air for his 36 yards. And
When he's had time to throw here in this half, he's gone 14 for 16
for
139 after
much better
the first
second half for Matt Ryan.
where he completed only 5 passes.
He's hit the layup shots, the easy throws that have been there. Now the Colts come out in 11 personnel.
Penalty, even though it's
receivers,
declined,
one
helps.
running back,
Stops
one
the
tight
game
end.
clock at 3:44.
Twins to the left side. They give
Handoff
it
to Taylor.
For about 4.
About a 4-yard pickup as Miles Jack and Montravius Adams combined for the stop, second down.
Yeah, that big chunk then to Pittman down the field, you know, starting the drive out on the 7-yard line. That allows you to
Inside the
relax a little bit
38-yard
as an
line.
offense, because then you don't feel
Trips
as
to the
pressed
left
against
side.
the clock as you otherwise would.
Second down and 6.
3 timeouts for the
Ryan
Colts, down by 7.
Fires
This one
into
is
traffic.
fit
What
in.
a catch!
Jelani Woods.
Jelani Woods. Ryan split 2
That
defenders
is
on that
catch
throw,
number
and that
8
is an
on the night,
incredible
more than he
catch
has
by
had all
Woods.
season coming in.
Yeah, Jelani
Ryan
Woods, number
threading
80,
the
he
needle on
just
that
puts it right
one.
on him, and that was well anticipated by Ryan.
Yes, it was.
Big body going down the
Trips
middle.
left again. This time they hand it off.
Here's
It's
Taylor. Takes it down inches
Down to the
inside the 40.
40-yard line
TJ
for a gain
Watt
of
with a
4.
tackle.
Clock ticking inside 2:40 left to play. This could be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, they go to the no huddle. They're not still with 2.5 minutes to play. They got all the time in the world.
And now the officials stop the
Officials stop play.
clock.
Somebody take a timeout. I'm not sure what
And
this
they
is
may
about.
be asking somebody to leave the field for Pittsburgh.
Oh, we got medical timeout.
Looks like they're making Levi Wallace leave the field.
Yep,
Somebody
somebody
spotted
buzzed
something
from
upstairs.
Said you need to go check out Levi Wallace. Very good. That's exactly
They
what
have a
those
head injury,
spotters
something
there
along
for.
those lines, but see
Now
Levi
he's gonna
saying
be
that he's
visited by
okay,
the
but he'll have to get
unaffiliated
checked out.
neurotrauma consultant.
Well, that's the right thing. If somebody
Very
spotted
much
something
so.
that didn't look right, that's that's the way to do it. Hope that he is.
Wallace goes in the tent. Second down and
You
6.
can hear Bill Vinovich say a medical timeout as that was spotted from up above. And Levi Wallace is off the field for the Steelers. Second down and 6.
From the 40-yard line. Ryan upstairs into traffic.
Incomplete for Pierce. He was bracketed in good coverage by the Steelers as Cameron Sutton and Devontae KZ came together to make that stop.
Well, Ryan never got KZ off the hash. Even though he kind of drops down, he doesn't work to the middle. Instead, KZ kind of floats a little bit,
more of a
and he's right there. So he's not held. And then you've got Pierce, who's not getting to the boundary to give him a little bit of room. That's the second target that Pierce has had. Doesn't have a catch. Done some good things as a rookie as well, but no impact tonight.
6.
Here's one over the middle, and Pittman
good
hangs
tackle
on and
by
survives
Mika
the hit by
Fitzpatrick.
Fitzpatrick.
Fourth
And
down.
it'll bring up fourth
Coming
down
in like a heat-seeking missile.
as we approach the 2-minute warning.
That'll take us to the 2-minute warning.
Fourth down
in
and 2.
Indianapolis.
2 minutes left. So 2 minutes left on the game clock. Fourth down, and even with 3 timeouts, a lot will depend on what we're about to see when we come back from the break. Fourth down for Jeff Saturday's team, down by 7 to Pittsburgh.
Just a reminder, guys, on Thursday night, we've got the Bills and the Patriots from Foxborough. I will be streaming that game. Would really appreciate if you guys could tune in for that one. Also, within the next couple of days, we should have a new video coming out here on Sparkin' Sports NFL. Little hint, it's about the Dallas Cowboys. All right, so coming out of the commercial break, Colts are facing a critical 4th down here. Last gasp for them. Trying to avoid picking up their 2nd straight loss under interim head coach Jeff Saturday.
Van Pelt here. We're getting set for the Monday night post-game show reaction from Mike Tomlin, Jeff Saturday. We break down Kenny Pickett's performance under the bright lights, and we'll see what happens here late. Calendar moves to December. Who's separated from the pack? Who's got more to prove? We'll discuss that with Ryan Clark. Colts offense on the field. Joe and Troy, it's all yours.
All righty, here we go.
Scott, thank you.
4th down for the Colts.
Levi Wallace back out on the field for Pittsburgh. 1 for 1 tonight on 4th down tries. The ball is sitting now at the 37. So it's 4th down and 3. Colts do have their 3 timeouts if they don't convert, but they're down 7.
From the 43-yard line, Indianapolis still with all 3 of their timeouts. Ryan.
This one's tipped.
Traffic, it's
and
tipped.
Complete. We'll
and
see where they
caught.
put it down.
Let's see where they spot it. Michael
Looks
Pittman.
to be enough as
looks
Michael
like he's
Pittman
got the first
Jr.
down.
made the grab after the tip.
Good
first
catch
down.
by Michael
And a
Pittman. The
conversion
ball
on
gets
4th and
tipped.
3.
Ryan tries to squeeze it into coverage, but it ends up working for the Colts anyway. 1st and 10.
On 1st down,
Ryan
is in
trouble and dumped. Ball's
Brought
free.
down by Highsmith.
Looks like the Colts got on top
the
of
ball
it.
came out, and Big
Will
Will Fries is on
got
top of it for
there.
Indianapolis.
Hurry it
Gonna
up.
go back to the spot of the fumble as we're inside 2 minutes, and it was Highsmith who knocked it out.
Well, there's a running clock, too. I mean, the Colts are burning up a lot of time right now with all their
they
timeouts, and yet Ryan is letting it roll.
A minute left to play. They still have all 3 of their timeouts. I don't know why they haven't burned one yet.
1 minute left.
Ryan takes the snap.
2nd and
from
17.
His 50-yard line. Pulls it down. He's going to run.
Gun.
Ryan inside the
Dives
35.
The
25 to the 23. And they still have not taken a timeout. What the fuck is Jeff Saturday doing?
And it's 3rd down.
Somebody needs to call a timeout, dude. Matt Ryan, you got to have awareness. You got to call a timeout. What are they doing? They hand it off here. And on 3rd down, it's Taylor blown up. That is terrible clock management by the Colts.
And finally,
what
a
the
timeout
fuck
taken
are the
by
Colts doing? You had 3 timeouts.
Well, you don't
Why
know
didn't you
how much
burn
comes
one?
into play with.
You could have saved clock. You could have talked about that. Now you got a 4th down and 3 that you shouldn't have found yourself
feel
in.
that they have Pittsburgh on their heels. 3rd down, can they run the ball and
that clock
pick it up
management
and
right
then
there
use
is
the,
a reflection of Jeff Saturday.
There's the
never
one.
being a
T.J.
coach
Watt got his
before.
hands on the ball. Pittman's able,
That is
on the
terrible,
conversion
terrible
on 4th
clock
down,
management by the Indianapolis
which was a
Colts.
fortunate deflection to be able to pick that up. And then here's where things open up. Nobody's accounting, nor would you expect them to, for Matt Ryan to keep the ball and run.
So
Gets
now
a nice
Indianapolis
gain
is faced with
there,
a 4th down
but
and
Highsmith
3.
has made a couple plays.
They do have 2
Big play
timeouts
there on
left, but
3rd
this
down.
is basically your ball game.
Well, now 2 timeouts remain, but a 4th and 3 with 30
Colts still have
seconds
2 timeouts,
left.
but again, they should have burned one
Having to convert
earlier.
another 4th and 3.
Ryan,
low snap.
4th down. Flushed
Ryan
out.
lets it
Floats
go,
in.
and this one
Incomplete.
is broken up. No flags.
Broken up by
Steelers will
Fitzpatrick,
take
and
over.
the Steelers are going to win this game.
Fitzpatrick and Sutton
Terrible,
came together.
bumbling clock
Paris
management
Campbell
there
was
by
the target,
the Indianapolis
and it's
Colts at the
incomplete.
end of the
Well, it
game.
looks like Paris Campbell is who they're trying to
for
get the
Paris
ball to at the
Campbell.
snap. They're hoping
Steelers
to get the
are gonna
pick.
win.
They get it, but
Indianapolis
Ryan just not
getting ready to
comfortable
fall to
enough in the pocket to
4-7-1.
just totally turn it loose,
Pittsburgh
and then it
getting
becomes
ready to
street ball as
improve to
Campbell's trying to run
4-7.
around and make a play, and
And
Ryan's
there's
doing a
still
lot
a
of the
small
same.
chance that this will not be the first losing season of the Mike Tomlin era.
There was contact, John Perry, down there on Paris Campbell. No flags.
There
Steelers
was.
offense coming out
Looks
to
like
kneel
he's
this one out.
underneath the neck, though. It does not look like a hit on a defenseless player.
And that is it.
And the Colts, it
An
appears,
ugly,
are
frustrating
willing
loss
with
for
their
the
2 timeouts.
Indianapolis Colts.
I'm just wondering about any
Horrible clock management at the end of the game. Thank you so much to everyone who's tuned in, guys. I really appreciate it. If you could just do me a favor before you dip out of here and smash a like on the stream, would really help us out a ton. Thank you so much, guys. Mike Tomlin, Jeff Saturday shake hands at the 50-yard line. We are going to head out of here. I am your host, Gage Madrid, saying peace out.
Okay, now I can talk. I came downstairs